talking to you. Oh. Hi, everybody. It's the Bob and Tom Show. Hello, Christy Lee.
Hi, Chick.
Christy, dressed like the little girl on the Blind Melon album cover.
No, I'm not wearing yellow.
Well, you're kind of bumblebee-ish.
Okay.
Okay. And there's Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Chick.
There's Ace Cosby. Chick. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
And I'm Chick McGee, the stupidest man alive.
No, that's not true.
That's not fair.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Ask him. Ask
Well,
him. Go
I think
ahead.
the problem is Chick gained more yards in the first quarter than the Bengals.
Well, at least just as much.
And you were sitting in a chair.
Yeah, I had my ass in the chair.
Oh, boy. I
Partially laying down watching the game.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom program. It's great to be here. That was Henry Phillips, and she's talking again. I noticed that Josh Arnold is sitting at the IHateStevensinger.com sidekick chair.
Hi, Tom.
Looking especially handsome today, Josh.
Well, that's very kind of you.
Yes. You're getting the beard's getting a little bit bushy,
Yeah, for sure.
kind of elongating your face.
Is that what's happening?
I think so, because as it gets longer, you could keep going and maybe get that pointy beard thing. You ever thought
It
about
might. It may, yeah. Boy, I don't know what. I don't know how long that would take.
And you'd really look like a wizard.
That's exactly where I was going, Christine.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I went to Universal Studios.
Oh,
over the
that's
weekend.
right.
So I saw all the wizard stuff. And
Did you
Oh,
get a
fun.
new wand?
we got 2 wands.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that sets
do
you
the
back.
wands work?
Yeah, oh, boy, that's exciting.
Have you been to Universal, the whole Harry Potter thing?
Did your dog turn into a frog?
No, not yet.
You can point your wands at things, can't you?
Oh, it's
Yeah.
very cool.
Does it make a noise and lights, or just lights? Or
Just all stuff happens. I'm not going to give it away.
No kidding.
Yeah, you point your wand, and water starts squirting and lights move.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Did you get a butterbeer?
I'll be damned.
I'll tell you what. That's I poo-pooed that until I took a sip.
Yeah.
That is.
What is a butterbeer?
Oh,
It's a non-alcoholic soft drink, but it must be made of the ambrosia of the gods plus butter and sugar.
Does it taste like butterscotch?
I don't know how to describe it.
Yeah, it's kind of a cream soda, kind of a It's,
okay.
And the thing is, Orlando, as you know, is from the Latin word for waiting in line, which applies to. By the way, if you're flying out of Orlando, allow an extra full hour to get through TSA.
Yeah, it's big. Big airport.
It is crowded, but
Round on the end and Orlando in the middle. Orlando.
a lot of lines. There was probably a 20-minute wait to get a butterbeer.
yeah. Oh, wow, that's not. I've seen it longer. Yeah, good for you. Good.
I found a recipe for it. You can make it at home.
Well, it was
it's not the same as getting it.
delicious. Yeah, you got to be there. That's the whole thing. And there are people walking around with robes and the whole Harry Potter.
Oh, really?
They've got some. They have a.
I would have paid anything to see a video of you looking at these people in robes and Harry Pottering it up. And
No, they're getting it. They were having a great time. They have a ride there. It's a 2-hour and 20-minute wait. But it's essentially, it's a roller coaster, but instead of sitting in a seat, it's a motorcycle that you're on.
Oh yeah, Hagrid's
With the
deal.
sidecar. That's great.
Oh, I haven't ridden that yet. That's got to be terrific.
Yeah, I was, what's the phrase? Screaming. It was terrifying.
Awesome.
When you say people in robes, do you mean like actors that are...
No. There are, of course, but there are fans that are in full Harry Potter regalia.
Like if you go to Orlando to, let's say, Walt Disney World,
Sure.
there would be people dressed up like Star Wars.
But there are a lot more of them
Sure, at Harry Potter.
at the Harry Potter thing.
Wow. Girls lose their minds?
No, it's unbelievable.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
good.
they it was great. I had a terrific time.
That's awesome.
But
Did Dad have a terrific time?
yeah,
It sounds like it.
and I've read enough of the Harry Potter. So I never got into it back in the day, but I was reading it aloud for the last couple of years, so I know what's what, know who's who. It's just
Good.
fun.
Reading it aloud to your daughter. You weren't just in a Starbucks to any passerby.
Yeah, I'm not that guy.
Is there a guy that does that?
I just wanted to make it clear.
If anybody was going to read aloud in a Starbucks to himself, it'd be him.
You're right.
It's a service I provide. Children gather. They listen to the tales of Hagrid and Hermione.
The Lord of the Rings. You shall not pass.
Do you do the voices when you read to them?
That's problematic, and
It sounds like a yes.
To a degree, yeah.
Okay.
Do you ever? Sometimes when you get like books on tape, whatever you call them, audio books, and they'll have one person read it, and then they try to do it. It can, especially with certain books, it creates a real problem. I think for those books, they should really get actors, and there's a lot of dialogue. It sometimes doesn't work, but yeah, I will occasionally try to do. And you get to the lady voices. You do a little bit of this, just
Yes.
I suppose.
Of course.
But anyways, I highly recommend. It was my first time at Universal Studios, and it was really fun.
Cool.
I've never been there.
It's huge, and it is very crowded. But so is Disney World, so it's the same sort of thing. But we had a lot of fun. So I am in full wizard mode, and I was looking at your beard, Josh, thinking, yeah, if you just let it go, you could get kind of pointy like that Walt Whitman.
Yeah, I think it would. It kind of naturally wants to do that, I can tell already. But, boy, to let it grow that long.
But the pointy thing is a very bold move.
I can't help it. Yeah, it's not a choice.
Yeah.
But,
Okay. Okay. Good. Well, now we do have some sad news from the world of gambling. For those of you that followed some of our thoughts,
I think we disagreed. So you got one right. You had to, right?
but Willie also got the one. But
Yeah, it was 1-1. I got Eags.
Chick, you doubled your San Francisco.
Yeah.
And you also took the Bengals.
But in my defense, Your Honor,
You're right. Nobody saw
how
that.
many quarterbacks got hurt and killed? And yeah, I'm not going to blame the refs though, like the Bengals should, or maybe I don't know.
Well,
I don't know.
If you didn't see the game at the end, the Bengals were penalized.
Well, that was a penalty.
which allowed the field goal because one of their guys shoved Patrick Mahomes as he was.
So did they end up losing?
Yeah.
Yeah, 23-20.
But they were penalized. The guy shoved Mahomes. He was virtually out of bounds, and he gave him a little. Do you think Mahomes flopped at all, or was that?
You think?
No, I don't. He 2 feet were on the white, out of bounds.
Okay.
And the guy felt Joseph Osai, I think he felt really bad about it. So, yeah, 23-20, and what was the NFC score? 31-7. Philadelphia Eagles. So, Philly and Kansas City Super Bowl. What are you laughing at?
And the early line is Philly is getting 2. No, they're giving 2. I think, is that right?
What's the matter? What are you laughing at?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, just that's 31-7 isn't a fun. If you're a San Francisco fan, that's not fun.
Well, if you're a San Francisco fan, evidently Eagles fans started at 4 in the morning tailgating on Sunday, and they were throwing eggs at anybody in a San Francisco 49ers t-shirt.
Well,
that's nice.
When in Philadelphia.
Well, hey, you take away our ability to scale the light poles, and that's what you're going to get.
Just be lucky they weren't Duracells.
Yeah.
Look, egg prices, yes, it's a little more expensive, but throwing it at a fan, totally worth it.
Priceless.
It'll make you day.
They could do one of those old MasterCard ads.
Just a
dozen eggs, $9.99.
Pelting a San Francisco 49ers.
I feel kind of bad for the pillar guy. We should explain the pillar guy a few years ago was he's a Philadelphia Eagles fan. He was riling up the crowd on a subway station. And there are all these people filming him, and as the train pulls out, he's running beside the train, keeping him fired up, and he just runs smack into a pillar.
Ouch.
Big metal. But he says now he does it every game for good luck. So he did it again. Did it again yesterday, so we'll see.
Runs himself into a pillar.
Oh, so he'll have to do it again in 2 weeks.
Yeah. So now he's going to be a fan with brain issues. What else is coming up in sports, Chick McGee?
We'll also take a look back 100 years ago in the NFL. How about that? Dallas Cowboys have dismissed their offensive coordinator. We'll talk about it. And we got a world record and something Tom loves. So
it's a great world record.
Talk about this.
Did you see the video?
No, it's not a great world record. And Tom, you missed this. You leaving early on Friday. I don't know if you heard it or not.
I heard part of it.
But about The Fugitive. Did you hear this?
No.
Are you ready?
The f***ing fugitive.
That's right.
As the fugitive.
There was news about the fugitive?
No, we haven't ever played the effing fugitive, have we?
But there was a reason, some reason why we
Right.
What did we talk about?
Okay, well, I'll certainly look forward to that. Right now, things to look forward to would include Valentine's Day just around the corner. And Steven Singer has announced the brand new 24-karat gold-dipped rose color for this year, and it is Periwinkle. Periwinkle is a brilliant shade of violet and blue.
Periwinkle.
It's a real long-stem American beauty rose, deeply dipped and trimmed in pure 24-karat gold. Purple, bluish petals. Periwinkle really pops. You've got to check it out by going online to IHateStevenSinger.com. By the way, it is a real rose, and it's dipped in 24-karat gold. And it's ready for you right now. This is not a flower that will die in a week. It will last forever. The gift that's guaranteed to last a lifetime and be an everyday reminder of your love. So check it out. IHateStevenSinger.com. Do it today to get your Steven Singer 24-karat gold-dipped periwinkle rose. They sell out fast. They start at $59. It's the #1 gift for Valentine's Day. You'll find it exclusively at Steven Singer Jewelers. How do you find them? You go to IHateStevenSinger.com. Real Jewelers, real roses, 24-karat real gold for your real love. And exclusive, of course, of Steven Singer at IHateStevenSinger.com. Tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you. That's IHateStevenSinger.com. By the way, famous for their free shipping and, of course, their lifetime guarantee. A lot of love letters about great stuff that happened over the weekend. We'll touch on all that when we come back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
The Super Bowl is set. Good morning. I'm Mark Allison. Welcome to Monday. It is January 30th. Chick McGee, of course, with all the details in our sports desk. But the NFL Super Bowl matchup has been set. It will be Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles taking on Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. That game coming up in Arizona, and our own Kostaki Economopoulos and Willie Griswold will be on hand to bring us all the coverage for the Bob and Tom Show as we get ready for Super Bowl week. Again, it's 2 weeks away, and we can start the countdown now. Again, it'll be very exciting, and we'll be all over it here at the Bob and Tom Show, and we'll have more details coming up. After this, in sports with our own Chick McGee, the Super Bowl is set, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Good morning. I'm Mark Allison with a look at things you may have missed on this Monday morning. TJ Holmes and Amy Robach, anchors at the afternoon extension of ABC's Good Morning America, are leaving the network. Their romance revealed when photos of them holding hands and spending time together surfaced in November. They were taken off the air and placed on temporary hiatus, both married to other people at the time but had separated. Network President Kim Godwin said in a memo to staff at the time the anchors would remain off the air pending the results of an internal review. She called the romance a distraction. Now the two have left the network. Well, today is January 30th, and looking back on this day in entertainment history, the first episode of the Lone Ranger radio program broadcast on station WXYZ in Detroit. In 1956, Elvis Presley recorded a version of Carl Perkins' Blue Suede Shoes in New York City. 1969, the Beatles gave their last public performance. Can you believe that? On the roof of Apple Studios. It was on this date in 1969. The appearance filmed for the movie Let It Be. In 1973, a day important to our own Ace Cosby, Kiss performed their first show in New York. Happy birthday to actor Gene Hackman. He's 93. Comedian Brett Butler, 65. Singer Jody Watley, 64. And actor Christian Bale, happy birthday. He's 49 years old. And that's a look at things you may have missed. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Comedian Jeff Rothpan here in the studio with us.
When I was a kid, all these other kids got to go to the Barnum and Bailey Circus, and I remember begging my dad, please, I want to go. All the other kids are going. He said, no, we just can't afford it. Tickets are expensive. He ended up taking us to this Bob Circus. It was actually called, no, this is true.
Bob Circus.
Yeah, and it was in a mall parking lot. And what a difference. I remember the guy yelling, and now huge midgets. What the hell is that? Oh, yeah, there was just one after another. The bearded man. I think they actually had the talking mute. Hi! Dan, what the hell is this?
How does he do it?
It's amazing. He's a mute, yet he speaks.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
The St. Louis Zoo used to have a beer-guzzling, smoking gorilla.
What?
And eventually it died, of course. And then they stuffed it and they put it in the children's zoo part of the. And we would go look at it. And my dad would go, man, we used to watch this thing drink beer and smoke. And one of the zoo workers goes, no, that never happened. And this old guy standing next to us goes, it absolutely happened. We all. And then you can look it up. And there's a picture of him drinking a beer. You wouldn't think a beer would hurt. One beer's not going to hurt a gorilla.
Oh, my goodness.
One beer of 600 days in a row, maybe.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is Augie Smith. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
We're in a gym today to find out what athletes need after they've had a big workout. Excuse me, sir?
Yeah.
You look pretty sweaty.
Yeah. I just jogged 5 miles. I did the weights, did some step aerobics. God, I'm dying.
What do you need after a big workout like that?
I could use a big glass of water.
Water?
Yeah.
You don't want water. You need something to replace your bodily fluids. Get you back on your feet again.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, what do you got?
Here, try this.
What is it?
Thirspiration Plus.
Thirspiration Plus, huh?
Replaces all your bodily fluids after a big workout.
All right, I'll try it. Jeez, what is that? Tastes like sweat.
It is sweat. Well, a little coloring. We added some carbonation, but
What are you trying to do to me?
Thirspiration Plus replaces all your bodily fluids lost during a big workout. Thirspiration Plus. Bodily sweat and icy cold jug.
Come here, you crazy son of a...
I borrow your shirt and your shorts for later.
You're sick.
Thirspiration Plus. Lemon lime, tropical punch, or clear.
Can I borrow your shorts for later?
Hello. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. This has been Chick McGee speaking.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
Some like Bud, some like Schmitz.
Other stuff.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
I like to be vague.
Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
That's the theme for today's show. Other stuff. Other stuff. Other stuff. There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
I like other stuff.
At the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
I got a request for nasty stuff.
Ace Cosby.
I like double stuff.
There's Willie Griswold.
Sometimes I just like stuff.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Yeah, I like it too. Stuff day.
Stuff day, huh?
Ace mentions Oreos. They've got that new Oreo out there, which is interesting. It's kind of cannibalizing itself. The center of the Oreo now is ground up Oreos.
Right.
So it's not just the cream.
Like cookie and cream filling.
If you think about it, it's...
I often feel sorry for someone just tuning into our show and hearing you go, there's something interesting about Oreos. Now, they're evidently cannibalizing their own taste.
That's the new Oreo, really.
It's the new Oreo, really.
Oreo stuffed Oreos. I like it.
I mean, there's a lot of other things we could discuss in the news, but you know something? I've been reading the paper all weekend, and I'd rather talk about cookies. Frankly. Really, once again, I just got back from Universal Studios, Florida. Had a great
nice
time.
for you.
Good.
Boy, I had a milkshake that, man, I tell you
Knock your
what.
socks off?
Oh, boy. I got to develop this diet where it's nothing but milkshakes, coffee, and maybe, I don't know, pastry.
Yes, please.
Well, you can do that.
There may be some minor health issues.
Maybe.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You're fine.
We were going to get back to the sports page with Chick McGee.
In the AFC Championship, last night, actually, Patrick Mahomes scrambled for a first down on his sprained right ankle and was shoved late out of bounds by Joseph Asai, giving Harrison Butker A chance to kick a 45-yard field goal with 3 seconds left gave Kansas City Chiefs a 23-20 win over the Cincinnati Bengals in the AFC title game in Kansas City at Arrowhead Stadium, not Burrowhead, as evidently caused quite a lot of concern and trash talking among...
I believe the mayor of Cincinnati's been asked to.
Cincinnati Mayor Aftab Pureval did some trash talking on his own. Evidently, he said, Tom, help me here. He said they're
about Patrick Mahomes. No, Joe Burrow's.
Joe Burrow's
daddy. Or
Patrick. They need a parent test or something because Joe Burrow's really Mahomes' daddy or something.
Yeah, I don't even get the joke. Jeez.
But then the mayor apologized after saying that. So then all the Chiefs players went, "Oh, okay, that's fine." he did apologize. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. And he also said, "Kansas City. That's kind of weird." They're not in Kansas. They're in Missouri, the mayor quipped. Barely a quip, okay? But
did they come back with something about the airport in Cincinnati's in Kentucky? Or what is this, some kind of geography?
Nothing.
Trash talking?
They did not say anything about that. But Travis Kelce told the mayor of Cincinnati at the trophy presentation, "Shut your mouth." So there you go.
Now, the brothers are going to be playing one another. Am I correct here?
Jason and Travis. That's
now,
right.
What is the controversy about the pronunciation of the name?
Everyone I've heard now says Kelce. But a couple years ago when the Chiefs were in the Super Bowl, I think for the first time, there was some consternation. Is it Kelce or Kels?
Well, didn't one of the brothers say it's correctly pronounced?
Evidently, Jason started that. But now I don't know if it was a joke or not because they count themselves as quite the Cards. They have their own podcast and this, that, and the other.
They're badasses.
I think Travis Kelce was in a sitcom on HBO about the moon or something. I'm not sure what it was all about.
Wait, really?
Yeah, because it was just out of nowhere. One of the characters goes, "Hey, it's all-pro tight end Travis Kelce." He played himself. It was pretty.
Love those cameos.
Fun. Yeah. You do love the cameos.
Oh, I love those. Remember when Don Drysdale was on the Beverly Hillbillies?
Joe Namath was on the Brady Bunch.
Oh, yeah.
Tell your son about your dream about
Davy
cameos.
Jones was on the Brady Bunch. Oh, that was a good one.
I remember when the Globetrotters were on Scooby-Doo. That was sure.
You remember your dream about cameos? You won a coffee table book?
Yeah.
Nothing but...
Just great cameos.
Who can remember, who could forget Ben Stiller saying, well, what about Ben Favre?
Yeah.
Brett
Favre. And then Brett shows up in something about Mary.
Matt Dillon goes, what the hell's Brett Favre doing here?
I love stuff like that.
Yeah. For old frogmouth Cameron Diaz.
Oh,
thank you.
Just lovely.
Thank you very much.
Gorgeous smile.
I like what you did with her hair in that film.
Her mouth's getting bigger as she gets older.
Incredibly attractive.
Thank you.
Yes, sure.
What else is happening over there?
Oh, that's a great question. Jalen Hurts had one of Philadelphia's 4 rushing touchdowns, and the Eagles fly, baby. They're in the Super Bowl after dismantling the 49ers 31-7, albeit with 49ers ran out of quarterbacks, Tom. They went to the quarterback cupboard.
I was watching.
And they ran out. And the Eagles tied a record for most rushing touchdowns in a season with 38. They tied one better than the Green Bay Packers in the early 60s, and they tied the record by the Frankfurt Yellow Jackets in the NFL back in 1924.
Whoa.
Now, you're probably asking yourself,
Frankfurt, Kentucky?
We don't know. Frankfurt, Kentucky, I guess, but here are the teams in the 1924 NFL.
I didn't know there was an NFL.
Cleveland Bulldogs.
Sure.
Chicago Bears, Frankfurt Yellow Jackets. They don't appear to. But it's not Frankfurt. It's Frankford, F-O-R-D. Duluth Kellys, Rock Island Independence, Packers, Racine Legion.
Wow.
The Chicago Cardinals. This goes on. Buffalo Bisons. There are 18 teams. Columbus Tigers, Hammond Pros. 1924 was a different game then, Tom. They used an actual real live pig as the football.
Oh.
So have we determined where
Frankfort Stadium. It's in northeast of Philadelphia.
Frankfort of Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
You know, the Metroplex that was Frankfort, Philadelphia.
Yeah, that's what it says.
Back in the 20s.
Okay.
You still look like you're looking at words for the very first
time. No, because when I Googled it, I got Frankfort, Ontario.
No, it's PA.
No, that's...
Okay.
Oh, yeah, our Pennsylvania expert. Yes,
sure.
It's in Pennsylvania.
What's the population?
And the
Thanks for speaking up.
The coach was Punk Berryman at the time, I think.
Punk Berryman?
Mm-hmm. Punk
that
something.
was the guy's name. Yeah, his first name was.
So you
Punk.
knew this the whole time?
Yeah, it's kind of the
Sat
history.
back,
Right.
didn't
No, I
know.
was just waiting to jump in.
I think he looked up on his phone.
Oh,
as we
why
were
would I
talking.
do that?
Because
I have a laptop.
he
Well,
lies
Pat,
as easy as he breathes.
Pat, I've got a nice letter here.
Oh, I hope so.
This comes to us from Adam in Hubbard, Ohio.
Up and Adam.
He says, my wife Michelle and I got to see Pat Godwin at the Youngstown Funny Farm Friday night.
As did my wife, Michelle.
To say it killed, it would be an understatement. Non-stop laughs from the second he hit the stage. He was hilarious. The best comedy show I've ever seen.
Oh.
He was even kind enough to talk to us after the show. Great comic, great guy.
All right.
Who is this?
This is Adam in Hubbard, Ohio.
No, who's the act that they saw?
Pat Godwin. He was in Youngstown.
He didn't threaten to hit somebody with his guitar?
That's happened.
I know. I was there. What the hell's wrong with that?
How'd you like a little spruce upside your skull?
Well,
You want to hear about the other teams? In the,
sure. What do you got?
Dayton Triangles,
No, we're still doing that.
the Akron Pros, the Milwaukee Badgers.
Akron Pros sounds like a font style.
Oh, yeah. The
Is that
Akron
Helvetica or
So did they
Akron
go
Pros?
across the Mississippi, or all the teams?
Kansas City Blues, Kenosha Maroons, Minneapolis Marines,
What a bunch of maroons.
Rochester
what-
Jeffersons,
What year is this?
1924.
Okay, wow.
Cleveland, the Frankfurt Yellow Jackets, 11-2 that year, kids.
Wow.
And the reason this is in the news is because this is the last time that many rushing touchdowns were scored.
Exactly right, 38. The Eagles have tied the record.
I bet you can find some old jerseys.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, all those.
Yeah.
I've seen them.
Oh, cool.
That's exactly right.
And those are better names than the Commanders.
Oh, yeah, all of them. Yeah, pretty much.
Power behind it.
Or the Guardians.
Oh, plenty of authority there, the Guardian.
I'm starting to like the Cleveland Guardians.
Well, I
He's
wouldn't
right.
say that.
Yeah, that's a good name.
Protectors.
It has nothing to, but it has,
Forest
but it has
City.
nothing to do with.
That's not true. There are those, everybody knows Cleveland is the Forest City and the Guardian City.
Of course, on those bridge there, they got
bridge
the
with the
Guardians.
Guardians right there.
No one had ever heard of it.
World
when they announced it.
There's a TV station.
They made it up.
Channel 5, WKYC.
Fake history.
Your Guardians of Cleveland.
There are people
Everybody
in
knows it.
Zimbabwe right now. They're going, oh, I want to go to the U.S. Why? To see those Guardians.
To see the
on that
Guardians.
bridge, you
I
know.
want to see the Empire State Building. Remind me I said that. And the Guardians. of
They were going to
Cleveland,
go with the
Ohio.
Guardians or the Stepsons. But they chose to.
Or it's not your weekends. Or, hey, the Empire State Building lit up in green and white last night to celebrate the Philadelphia Eagles. They put it up on their
Do they move the
Twitter.
Empire State Building away from New York City?
I'm getting to that. The New York Giants on their Twitter tweeted out, "What the hell did we do?"
Yeah, no joke.
Remember, New York Giants, hello. So then the Empire State Building lit up in red and yellow for the Kansas City Chiefs because they realized they stepped on their.
Yeah.
The buildings have dicks. They stepped on their
No, there are many inside
Girders.
So
They have a
This,
girder.
this building does.
So, yeah. So then they backed up and they put the Chiefs up there. We were planning on doing that all along, Tom.
Ah.
How about that?
Okay.
If you had all just been patient, they
Yes.
said. Yes.
The Dallas Cowboys are moving on from offensive coordinator and boy wonder Kellen Moore after another season without a trip beyond the divisional round of the playoffs. Coach Mike McCarthy, interim coach Mike McCarthy, will evidently start calling the plays now. Well, that should help. And Novak,
not a fan of
anything
Mr.
Cowboys.
McCarthy,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And Novak Djokovic won the French Open, the men's side.
Right.
All right.
Australian Open, don't you mean?
What did I say?
French.
Yeah, Australian French. You know, it's out there in the foreign lands.
What are you?
Yeah,
Are you the same guy programming
Is
the
it the,
Empire State Building?
isn't it-
France,
it's
Australia, same thing.
They're right next to each other. It's easy to
France.
Yeah.
Isn't there a land bridge to France?
There's
That's
like
the
a
way it used
ferry or
to be.
something.
Yeah. There's a ferry. Okay, I won't do that one. More sports coming up, but first we're going to have a song from Pat Godwin.
Yes, we are.
Woo-hoo. Can we do something for the Eagles?
Sure.
Yeah, you got something for the
Yeah,
Eagles?
they had to grease those light poles, everybody.
Yes, they did.
right.
That is true because there's a tradition of climbing the light poles.
However, the Eagles fans found a way to celebrate. They threw eggs at San Francisco 49ers fans early on Sunday morning, getting psyched up for the game.
And I think as Willie pointed out, eggs are expensive.
Yeah.
And isn't that still the only stadium where the
Nitrous
and balloons and things you can take?
Don't they have a jail there, too?
Crazy.
I think the other stadiums have jails.
You can take nitrous and balloons into that stadium?
Oh, yeah.
It's outside of the parking lot.
Hey, if you haven't watched an NFL game on nitrous, you haven't lived. All right.
Now, Pat, they do
All
actually.
the officials are talking like this.
They grease the poles.
Oh, yeah.
To keep hooligans, if you will, from climbing
them, yeah.
Making it international.
Because Eagles fans are fun addicts, they're over ecstatic and problematic. That's why we need greased light poles. Yeah. We'll get some cans of Crisco and extra police. Oh, yeah. Greased light poles.
No, greased light poles.
Eagles in the Super Bowl, we're gonna need some grease. Oh, yeah.
A greased light poles. Need the greased light poles.
They're gonna hit the streets. If they win or get beat, we need some crowd control. Better grease them poles. Grease the light poles.
Oh, nice little tribute. Thank you very much, Pat.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Once again, a salute to the quarterback of the NFC champion Philadelphia Eagles, Jalen. I didn't hear it. I was singing.
Jalen Hurts. There you go.
I didn't hear it. I know. He was directing me on when to come in to sing.
Yeah. That's because
the first time you did it wrong.
Why don't you do it?
Go ahead.
Ready?
Jalen Hurts.
Real pitchy.
Well, I hit it right there.
Yeah, a little pitchy, dog.
Yeah, I was worried about more tempo. That was the
tempo.
The issue clearly was tempo. Coming up, the Ace Cosby joke of the day. I understand maybe a double dose today. And if you're listening to this show on those Raycon earbuds, that joke's going to be that much tastier. Am I right about that, Jake McGee?
Boy, are you ever. Was it Tom? Yeah. Yes, Tom. The new year's here in 2023. Of course, it's too late to wish anyone a new year now. We're almost into February. But as 2023 bears down on us and gets more pressure every day, earbuds are going to become even more indispensable. That's where your Raycon everyday earbuds come in. They look, feel, and sound better than ever with those fabulous gel tips for the perfect in-ear fit. They fit every ear ever made. They also give you 8 hours of playtime and 32 hours of battery life. Priced just right for you. And they also have 3 customizable sound profiles and over 50,000 5-star reviews for my Raycons. That's right. I use them. We all use them. BuyRaycon.com/Tom today, and you get 15% off your Raycon order. That's BuyRaycon.com/Tom. Score 15% off your Raycon purchase. That's at BuyRaycon.com/Tom.
Thank you very much, Chick McGee. Coming up, Christy, you want to give me a couple teasers over there?
Let's see. What do we have in the news today? We have a fully clothed burglar found in a bathtub in Seattle. We have advice on how to stay together and put IKEA furniture together as a couple. That's a tough deal.
Yeah, that's tough. Some of those.
Do you have your whole set of Allen wrenches that are just lying loose in a drawer somewhere that you?
My Allen wrenches, they came with like this little rubber thingy so that they're always in order.
Oh, I need one of those.
When you buy them, they come that way.
Well, no, they come with the furniture you buy, or they come like single.
Oh, and they give you the single.
Yeah, so then you have a whole drawer full, and then you try to match.
And who is this Allen guy? Phillips aren't good enough?
Yeah.
People don't know that.
That's a screwdriver.
People don't know Alan Thicke invented the
son of a gun.
Now, Mike, you got to use this right.
Whoa.
And White Claw fans.
Alan Thicke impersonation?
It was an attempt.
Okay.
We have some White Claw news coming up.
Okay.
Pat, you have a White Claw song, don't you?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
We'll look forward to that, too, then. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This NFL season, every Westwood One NFL broadcast streams live for free. Listen in the NFL app, on WestwoodOneSports.com, via Westwood One station streams, or by asking Alexa to open Westwood One Sports. If it's the NFL, it's on Westwood One. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
I was thinking, since it's summertime,
Yes.
and everyone's watching baseball, playing baseball, do you know your softball tribute?
Yeah, I can try to get through it better than I did the other one. Church League softball. Let's pull the key up.
Great idea.
There we go. Church League softball fist fight. Getting washed in the blood on a Tuesday night. What would Jesus do? Lord, he wouldn't do that. Knock hell out of a preacher with the softball bat. Well, the swinging shepherds from the sheep of the Savior were tied with the Sourwood Church of Christ, an example of some highly unholy behavior in a game that had already been protested twice. Something unbiblical must have been said for them to be aiming heat at a minister's head. Clocking the clergy ain't the thing to do, but neither's the high hard one on a 0-2. Church League softball fist fight, a bloody laying on of hands neath the left field lights, knocking out 4 teeth, getting a busted lip, ain't exactly my idea of Christian fellowship. Church League softball fist fight, rolling around the pitcher's mound, it just don't look right for nice people from the church and the Sunday school class to trade the cup of brotherhood for a can of whoop ass.
Thank you. Tim Wilson.
Hey, this is Larry the Cable Guy, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Boy, better get up, get some exercise.
On the way, Greg Warren with another edition of the Warren Report. Find out more about Mr. Warren at gregwarrencomedy.com. I can't tell you that Thursday, February 2nd, he'll be at the Burlington Auditorium coming up in Burlington, Iowa. Then Friday, February 3rd, the Olympic Theater in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. That's gregwarrencomedy.com for tickets and information. Rolling through a Monday morning. It's January 30th. Thanks so much for joining us here on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom News Update. Amazon is dropping free grocery delivery for Prime members on orders less than $150. Amazon informed customers who get their groceries delivered via Amazon Fresh and pay less than $150, they're going to be charged between $3.95 and $9.95, depending on the order size. This new policy starts February 28th. The decision to impose new fees comes as Amazon attempts to trim costs amid a hazy economic environment. A Hawaii firefighter critically injured Friday when he was swept into a storm drain and carried the length of 8 football fields until being dumped on the shoreline near the ocean. The accident occurred as nearly 13 inches of rain fell on parts of Maui, and weather officials warned of unstable weather. A crew responded to flooded home where the firefighter was caught in a 4-foot-wide storm drain. Other firefighters and emergency personnel retrieved Mahina Martin from the shoreline, transporting him to the hospital. He was listed in critical condition. And a mining company has apologized for losing a highly radioactive capsule over an 870-mile stretch of Western Australia. They are combing parts of the road looking for the tiny but dangerous substance. It's believed to have fallen off a truck while being transported between a desert mine site and the city of Perth on January 10th. Emergency services notified of the missing capsule last Wednesday. Western Australia Emergency Services have called on other Australian state and federal government for support finding the capsule. It measures 0.31 inches by 0.24 inches. That's less than half an inch by half an inch. Think about that. You're warned if you see it that it could cause skin burns, and prolonged exposure could cause cancer. Good luck. Talk about needle in a haystack. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Hey man, it's Donnie Baker. And the fact remains there's nothing better than being a VIP. And I don't mean like his dudes on Pervert Rabbit Xanadu's. I'm talking about a Bob and Tom VIP. Best thing, you'll never miss another minute of the show. I swear to God. You can hear the show here in the morning, and then cause you're a Bob and Tom VIP, you'll get the podcast of the entire show, a 12-month library of podcasts, hundreds of Bob and Tom comedy tapes, and a 60-day video archive of the show. Bob and Tom VIP. You have to get it. It's state law.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
You might as well shoot me when the beer runs out.
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
They both make a living in their bare feet. Catching one is like a treat. And they both hang out right there by the shell. They both walk slow at a simple pace, both afraid to show their face, but only one has a built-in place to hide. Turtles and whores, turtles and whores. I love them turtles and whores. They both advertise a little tail, move so much and never get mail. They both go by the same nickname, Snapper. Daddy never told about the birds and bees, but always talked about both of these and made it clear only one was fit to eat. Turtles and whores.
Yeah.
Turtles and whores. I love them turtles and whores.
Turtles and whores.
Now, if you catch one, here's some advice. One is dirty and the other ain't nice. So be polite and always walk up from behind. Make small talk, never let them see fear. Don't work alone, just bait or beer. And when you're done, just drop them by the river. Turtles and whores.
Everybody.
Turtles and whores. I've caught both while fishing. I'm always on a mission. And they both hate the kitchen. Turtles and whores.
Hey man, this is Donnie Baker, and this is Bob and Tom 24/7. I swear to God it is. That's like all day and most of the night.
Essential Morning Radio.
Cam take its details in a few minutes.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hello.
How you doing, Pat? You all right?
Pretty good.
You need anything?
No, I'm good for now.
All right. There's Josh Arnold.
Got my first cup of coffee here.
Wow.
Always a treat.
Josh is at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
What
There's
would you go with today? What
Ace
flavor?
Cosby.
Hey. I think I'm starting off with a little black silk.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, how about
nice
that?
Folgers. Yeah.
Sounds like a porno move.
The black silk.
They gave her the old black suit.
Oh, it's a Pam
Silk.
Grier.
Silk.
It's got to be a Pam
Silk.
Grier movie, right?
Black suit.
Yeah, it does sound like a Pam Grier movie. Boy, I'd watch that.
Black silk.
Pam Grier is black silk? Yes, please.
She's smooth like silk.
Room for cream, right?
And you got just the...
Right.
You're going to load her
Right.
up, are you?
Hi, Willie.
Hey, chick.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom.
Pat Godwin gets a great review for his show, and now he's throwing out load after load of hot seed jokes.
He didn't have anything to do with that part of it. You threw that out.
He was implied. How's it going over there in the sports desk? I know you're... What's going to be? What's the overall on the shoe for the season now? It's
52 and 49.
That's still really good.
We're clinging right to.
So you could do a 10 shock on your Super Bowl bet.
Why?
I could. I could do a. I could do 100 shock.
You bet 10 times the normal
Ridiculous.
Right now, the Chiefs are getting 2 against the Eagles for the Super Bowl.
How'd Mahomes look?
Kansas City getting
good.
2. You could tell he had a hitch in his get along.
Okay.
But he was when it came to it, he could run okay, but he's not 100%.
No, he's got him 2 weeks.
2 weeks. He's going to get the electronic stimulation and all that stuff on that ankle and the hyperbaric chamber like Michael had. And,
sure, yeah.
Going to sleep in that, I'm guessing, and endless massages on his ankle.
Here's something really obscure. Maybe somebody can help me with this. I was, this is not football related, I apologize. But I was at the Universal Studios theme parks.
Oh, they're in Orlando?
Or over there in Orlando.
Sure.
How about that?
Heard of it.
Big fun, big fun.
Sounds like it.
One of the rides, there's this car. It's this thing you're moving around, and it's all 3-dimensional stuff. But there's this car, and driving the car, is Michael Jackson.
Really?
Oh,
yeah. What's the ride?
Captain Nemo's ride or something like that?
No, that's
sure? No, that was at Disney World. That's
it's you have to know that it's there. Someone told me to look for it.
Huh.
And you look to your left, and there's this car.
What?
Yeah, it might have been the Jurassic Park thing. I forget which one it was. But
Okay.
yeah, it's Michael Jackson with the shade. That era where he had the ridiculous shades and wore the military uniform and, that kind of...
Well, he had a dinosaur at Neverland, right? I think he did.
If anybody would have, he would have.
Yeah. He got one of the raptors from Jurassic Park.
Maybe someone can clarify that for me. So, no, I'm sorry. Back to the sports page.
Yeah, and once again, if you know about Michael Jackson being on a ride at Universal.
No, I'm surprised they would leave it there.
I think everyone is.
Yeah.
We're all at a
It says E.T. Adventure, maybe?
Oh, that's it, yeah. It's
Jurassic Park.
What's that? Monsters and stuff. Yeah, the E.T. It's the E.T.
E.T. wasn't a monster.
He was a sweet little alien.
It has been closed for years.
It's benevolent. He wasn't.
He watches E.T. as a horror film about this mean little creature.
No, about these kids getting what they want. Look at them.
No, it's kind of the old-fashioned thing where you see the bicycles going in front of the moon.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I thought the thing was closed. I like that ride.
In his video for Leave Me Alone, he's driving like a bumper car.
Oh, okay. I just noticed it was E.T. It was definitely the E.T. ride. So I'm sorry. Maybe someone can clarify why it's there, but you have to know to look. I would never have known, but I was tipped off. Be sure to look to your left at this one part of the ride.
How about that? There's old Michael.
A little obscure. And it's obviously not Michael himself being dead and everything. It's a dummy.
No.
Clarify.
Yeah, it's not really him.
I'd like to clarify for the kids listening.
I bet on some days it was him. I'll sit in there for 8 hours. Yeah, we know you will.
Now, I have heard that on occasion, at least a few years ago, Johnny Depp would put on the full Pirates of the Caribbean regalia, and he would actually be in the ride.
Right.
That'd be cool.
You wouldn't know, but
you'd know. He'd wave to you or say, "Hey, what's going on?"
Supposedly, he puts that gear on and goes to hospitals and stuff all the time.
That's sweet.
So that's kind of a cool thing. So good for him.
He forces kids to listen to him play guitar. I think.
All liquored up.
I was having lunch with Ozzy the other day. The kids don't want to hear about it. Alice Cooper's afraid.
Jughead G-Cole.
Could you answer the phone?
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, fellas.
Hi, Floyd.
I've enjoyed the ET program.
Oh, yeah. Did you like that guy?
It's amazing what he could do when he'd put his mind to it.
Yeah.
Probably the only one I've ever seen that could walk in a room, give you the finger, and light up the whole room.
Oh, yes.
But boy, I'm kind of going stir crazy today.
Oh, yeah.
Sitting around the house. I don't have AT to watch, but I'm getting ready to watch some old Ricky Lake programs I got preserved on VHS.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
We got a whole tub of her and even more Sally Jesse Raphael stacked up in the curio cabinet. On account I'm taking the snow day, after all these years on the road, I usually tough it out, but I'm parking the Peterbilt, getting too old to play the ice road truckers on the regular.
Yeah.
I don't blame you either. Oof.
Plus, I got to take Big D to the medical building today for a colon screening.
Oh, okay. All right.
They're going to run the camera up there and give it a look-see. Just dawned on me I haven't been up them parts myself.
Oh yeah.
Well,
since my birthday, of course. But she's been busy on the pot doing all the preparation by the book for the colon procedure.
Okay.
Yeah.
They claim it's called the Night of 1,000 Waterfalls. But with her, she's been in there so long, I believe she's about to walk out with her squatters' rights this morning. But that's enough about mudslides. Mr. Ace, I got one for you.
Let's hear it.
Where do pirates get their hooks?
Don't know.
Second-hand stores.
Pretty good. Ace is not laughing.
Chick, it kindly took me a second, too.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm not quite sure where they get their peg legs. I guess you could say I'm stumped.
I see what you did. 2 for 1.
You want me to tell spell it again?
I picked it up. I stumped.
Enjoy your snow day.
Time on account of dogs looking to go outside. I reckon it's looking to pollinate that little dog next door. Boy, Prince Harry's got himself in a mess, doesn't he? I'll ring up and listen to you.
He's trying to tell his side, that's all.
Sally, Jesse Raphael, and Ricky Lake on VHS.
It's quite the day.
Yeah, it is.
Got a whole tub of them.
Wow. Got to come in very, very handy.
Coming up on sports, Tom, we have an email that I forwarded you. Don't look at it now because you'll give it away. Just don't look at it. It's a wonderful surprise. I think it's legitimate.
Is it a happy story?
Stop it. Say we'll be right back.
Okay. Coming up, we have a surprise story. If you'd like to reach us, by the way, it's Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com. It's real easy if you have the app, and the app is free, and you can listen to your favorite station on it. It's really cool. Get the app, the Bob and Tom app, and you'll find it at the App Store.
Don't talk to anyone while the commercials are playing either. Because when you see it, you're going to be very excited.
Oh, good. I'm excited right now, just waiting. We'll be right back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Text us at 888-262-8661. More Bob and Tom next. State law.
Now, Rodney's got a record out there on Capitol Records.
Yes.
Can't miss it.
It's called Morning Wood.
Morning
We're
Wood,
just kind of sticking with the theme. It's Hanging with Rodney, Morning Wood, and then Nutsack. Just kind of working our way down
the trilogy.
It dawned on me this morning
Yep.
I've made a living for 13 years talking about everything underneath my belt.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And, hey, what the hell?
I'm glad you said hell.
Yeah. I apologize.
That's all right.
Rodney, we got plenty of time. You want to work another one in here?
Yeah, here's one right here. This one's called, I think, you guys, is that the one we're talking about? Okay. You guys want to play the intro? I don't want to. They get a little irritated when I don't let them play the intro. They don't really like the way I do it. Let's just go right to the words.
Go ahead.
I remember way back when I was just a boy going places with my mom and dad. It used to scare me to death how Mama used to act after 6 or 7 beers she's had. We were sitting at a table when Mama got disabled, all the liquor running through her head. Soon I got to choking. Daddy wasn't joking when he grabbed me by the arm and said, "Don't look now, your mama's got her boobs out showing everybody in town." Faces turning red, we were wishing we were dead. There were people standing all around. Mama gets to drinking, there ain't much thinking. There's nothing anybody can do. Just to hope and pray there never comes a day when my mama's out of drinking with you. Well, we got her in a truck and we started driving home, and Mama said she had to go. Daddy pulled it over, we were standing on his shoulder while Mom was putting on a show. And he started up a truck, Mama stood up with her pants still around her knees. When we heard Mama holler, "If you give me $1, well, I'll let you take a peek at these." Don't look now, your mama's got her boobs out showing everybody in town. Yeah. Faces turning red, we were wishing we were dead. There were people standing all around. Mama gets to drinking, there ain't much thinking. There's nothing anybody can do. Just hope and pray there never comes a day when my mama's out of drinking with you. Just to hope and pray there never comes a day when my mama's out of drinking with you.
Yeah. Oh,
Rodney Carrington.
And our own Willie Griswold out there pre-Super Bowl week, the media festivities. It'll be a lot of fun. And again, we will be all over it here on the Bob and Tom Show as we celebrate the Super Bowl. But we've still got 2 weeks. Chick McGee with all the details at the sports desk, and you are listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Patrick Mahomes scrambled for a first down on his badly sprained right ankle and then was shoved out of bounds by Joseph Asai, the Bengals, giving Harrison Butker a chance to kick a 45-yard field goal with 3 seconds left. And the Chiefs win 23-20 as time expires
over the Cincinnati Bengals in Kansas City. Jalen Hurts had one of Philadelphia's 4 rushing touchdowns, and the Eagles are going to the Super Bowl. San Francisco's quarterbacks out of the game, Brock Purdy and Josh Johnson. Christian McCaffrey at one point was quarterbacking the 49ers, and the Eagles win 31-7 in Philadelphia to win the NFC. From Melbourne, Australia, Novak Djokovic has won the men's side of the Australian Open, and NBA winners yesterday, Charlotte, Memphis, Cleveland, and Milwaukee. Top 25 college basketball winners, number 1 Purdue, number 23 Providence. And just 2 games yesterday in the NHL, Toronto and Carolina skate to victories. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
Good morning to you. If sports is your thing, then you need to order Magic Johnson Sportscasting my way. You'll learn to butcher grammar like it's a dead cow.
Sometimes Charles do things and he does them for himself. See, what the fans should understand here is that Phoenix don't like to really set up half court.
Magic's Insights will teach you how to lose your train of thought in the middle of a sentence.
You know, he's amazing. Every time he does something crazy or something.
Nobody can abruptly switch to a completely different thought like the Magic Man.
He's one of the best. If he get his feet set, hey, look out. And then also, he's having a good game. He had a good first game.
Contradictory thoughts in the same sentence? Like magic.
Kevin stumbled because his leg gave out on him in a sense. And so it's not 100% that leg, but he's doing, he's playing really well. He's not like he's favoring it at all.
Magic. England.
Dan Marley is continually to help offer Byron Scott.
To get Magic Johnson Sportscasting my way, call 1-800.
Oh, get it out of here.
Hi, fellas. This is Floyd Tucker, the over-the-road trucker. This is Bob and Tom's program, 24/7.
Are you a single guy? I used to be married, but I'm divorced now. Yeah, my marriage wasn't working out. I was driving down the road one day, and my wife ripped the rear view mirror out of the windshield and beat me in the head with it.
What?
You'd have thought nobody had ever made love to her sister. She was just as bad. She used to brag, I can count the number of men I've been to bed with on one hand, and then she'd do it too. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Well, Jesus said, take this bread and eat it. It is my body. And the disciples said, Jesus, we're all on low-carb diet. We appreciate you dying for our sins, but we're all trying to slim down a little. We want to look good in the painting.
Hey, it's Roy Wood Jr. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
About other stuff on the way.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi. What I do?
Do you have a booster seat for your laptop?
I do.
Why is that now?
Because I hate looking down like this, and with YouTube video, you just saw the top of my head for the last 10 years. I'm tired of it.
Oh, that's right. You're balding. That's right. I forgot about that.
Yes, I'm very gray up there. I like it.
Oh.
Boy, you're making friends.
I don't care.
Which is the worst, turning gray or going bald?
For a woman?
Either. Any.
I think going bald would be worse.
Yeah, going bald.
Sorry.
You know, one of my ex-wives, I heard her on the phone talking to some guy, and she said, "Oh, I hope I get bald." I don't know what that meant. What do you think that meant? Why would she want to lose her hair?
Why would she?
It's so weird.
Could we move on?
There's Pat Godwin in the... I'm up here, guys. You need to come up here and join me.
Okay.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
At the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. It's Josh Arnold.
Hi, Chick.
There's Ace Cosby.
Howdy.
Got a fabulous joke coming up from him soon.
Of course.
That's right. I hit my head during the commercials. There's Willie Griswold.
I love this chick.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom, and I have an email for you, Tom.
Okay, and I have not looked. I'm looking up right now.
To whom it may concern, shut up.
Okay.
Thank you for mentioning me and my neighbor David Rush on your radio program.
Oh, my God, it's from Jonathan Hollywood Hannon.
He managed to shat all over.
What did you expect?
You just said.
I found it rather humorous that a suggestion was made that I try to make my own records and leave David Rush behind.
Yeah.
Sadly, that may be happening sooner rather than later. My family and I may soon be relocating to Michigan from Idaho. Of course.
See, this is like, remember when LeBron and Kyrie were together, and then LeBron can't share the ball, so then Kyrie, what does he do? He goes to Boston. That doesn't work out. Now he's in Brooklyn.
Well,
I mean, this guy's probably going to relocate to Michigan, then to Indiana. No one knows what's going to happen.
And this guy says that there's the potential that we can work a storyline into a future show of yours and me breaking a record. I'd be more than happy to entertain the idea.
All right.
I smell a falling out here.
Hollywood Hannon versus David Rush.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks again for routinely featuring us on your program. Jonathan Hollywood Hannon. I got a phone number here and everything.
Now, see, because we had one the other day, and all it was David Rush was holding his hands out, and Hollywood was doing all the work.
See, that's been the contention of you and certainly McGee over the months, is that Hannon is really the one doing most of the...
You know, David Rush might be the engine, but Hollywood Hannon is the gasoline, okay?
Like you are to Tom Griswold.
You think they argue, too? I bet they do.
Yeah, I bet they do.
Good friends always end up arguing, right?
They don't argue.
Shut up.
I listen to your babble, and we move forward. Well, that's interesting. I wonder where Hollywood Hannon's moving in Michigan. If you need some tips, Hollywood, I would recommend Petoskey, Harbor Springs, Charlevoix.
What if you give him Hollywood Hannon's number and he's just texting him all day long like they're fast friends?
Actually, if you need tips on buying a home, maybe he should attend our weekly meetings. I understand those are all pretty much real estate meetings and where the best houses are.
Anytime there's a new employee, that certainly seems to be the first 55 minutes.
Well, fortunately, we don't have that problem anymore. There are no new employees.
No, we're going to move forward. Now, we were going to get back to the sports page because we have a world. It's not a David Rush record, but this is a great world record. This is
okay. Okay.
All right, we heard him.
You heard him.
I heard him.
Everybody out there in Radio Land, you heard him. Okay, here we go. Stupid world record. A Florida man broke a Guinness World Record after riding the world's tallest rideable unicycle.
It's unbelievable. You got to see this thing. It's crazy.
Wesley Williams calls himself the one-wheel wonder.
Does he?
Oh.
Wesley Williams, the one-wheel wonder.
Almost got killed doing it last year.
Oh, well, I can still hope. He earned the record title after successfully riding a unicycle measuring 3 stories off the ground, almost 4, 31 feet, 10 inches.
Chick, I apologize. I really want to see it.
It's crazy. It's insane. And
are the pedals? So the pedals are up there with them.
Yes, and then there's some kind of
no. He has to actually reach down. Yes.
That is, if you had big platform shoes to reach the pedals, I'd really enjoy that. That'd be fun for me.
In order to successfully achieve the record, challengers must ride the unicycle over a distance of at least 27 feet, 10 inches without falling off and without any support. A safety harness may be worn.
Oh, I'm out.
No, just a second.
Hold
now.
on.
But it must in no way support the rider in their balance.
It's loose.
I don't care. I want the risk there.
Well, see, the thing is, he did it without the harness and almost got killed. He broke his back.
The achievement comes just over a year after Wesley broke his back. No, he broke his back. Okay,
He broke his back.
I'm on this guy's side now. If he broke his back, I need to see.
I mean, he's way up there. He's on a unicycle pedaling. It's incredible.
Wait a minute.
Yes.
He broke his back while riding an over 27-foot tall unicycle during the semifinals of a television show called Spain's Got Talent.
The one-wheeled wonder?
Yeah.
Wesley Williams, the one-wheeled wonder?
I mean, it's completely crazy.
And he broke the record again on Spain's Got Talent. 21 is where he broke his back. On 22 is where he broke the record.
Okay.
There you go.
Is it Spain's Got Talent in Spanish, or do they just have a show called Spain's Got Talent that they broadcast?
There it is. Can you see that, Josh?
There's no scale. I can't tell how high he is. Oh, that!
Yeah, he's way up there.
Wow.
That's 31 feet, my friend.
Yeah?
Woo.
Oh, it's not as cool. I was hoping it was, it looks like it's like a circus tent pole, as opposed to, I was hoping it was just a bicycle seat and a very thin pole that went all the way down to the wheel.
No, it's not thin.
Structurally, that wouldn't. It has
it's way funnier.
What if it's one big wheel? What if the wheel is 30 feet tall? It's
you'd like
not as interesting.
You know, I thought you'd like. I thought you liked.
No,
that.
I'm with you. It's not like a standard
penny farthing.
It's not.
unicycle look.
Yeah, it's not at all.
It's like
just one wheel.
Looks like it's made to be too tall, and I don't want that.
It's a feat of engineering.
No.
Nah.
Do you want it to look sillier?
I want it to look like an actual unicycle. This is, you know what? In my book, not a unicycle.
Yep.
It's got one wheel. That defines unicycle.
Hey, does Josh need to show you his book? Okay.
Yeah,
because
I will.
In there, that is not a unicycle.
Proper unicycles and the way they're built.
Okay.
Have you read his book? Proper unicycle.
Have you seen his tapes?
This is really. We have to post this video. This guy. This
I
is
posted
amazing.
it.
No one
Well,
cares.
it's-
Lose followers. Because it's not a unicycle.
Can you ride a traditional close to the ground unicycle?
I've never attempted.
I bet you could.
I was going to go the opposite.
Really?
We'd want to get elbow guards.
No, I think he could do it. You have a good sense of balance, don't you?
Oh, I have zero core strength. No, I would go right down.
Without exception. Do we still have you trying out for American Ninja Warrior somewhere on the
Yeah, that's out there somewhere.
There's a video. Dean has it up.
There you go. We just posted.
No, absolutely not. That's not a unicycle.
No, that's crazy.
That's a ladder.
It's a tall ladder.
That's a big ladder.
No, but if he falls from there, he would kill. He would die.
Well, sure.
But you know that's
Serves him right.
That's Spain's Got Talent. I have the special pack of Spain Plus. I get all those on my TV at home.
No. See, it's a nice fun thing. It's a feat.
I suppose.
Okay.
I guess I kind of like this because it's right in the middle of the Venn diagram of things that look silly and things that could kill you. And I think that's a fun space to live in.
Wow, I never thought of it. So it's like the human cannonball. It's goofy and fun, but
there's a trick to it.
A guy died doing it about 3 years ago in England. He missed the net.
Oh,
yeah, that'll be a problem.
And people blamed the cannonball. It wasn't the cannonball.
Was it?
It was the ground.
It was the landing.
No, it wasn't the human cannonball. It was the crew.
If you're gonna
measure correctly.
It's like when the referee blows a game.
If you're going to be a human cannonball, the key is just like painting a room. Preparation, okay? You got to tape off your woodwork. You got to measure where your net's going to be.
You can't overshoot. You can't undershoot.
I would say
you're right about that.
I would say bigger net would be the way to go. Have you ever seen the one where the guy didn't make it? It's not a huge net.
What size net do you want? The biggest.
You know the ones they have at the golf place?
Yeah.
What's that place called?
Yeah, knock over a Top Golf, would you?
Yeah, the Top Golf, where you can see the net's 40 miles away on the freeway. That's the net I'd want for the human cannonball trick.
Somebody's had to have tried to get that out of the net, right? Over the net and onto some farmer's field or something.
They make it so that John Daly couldn't clear that thing.
Okay.
It's very, very, very
I
tall.
challenge you, Willie.
Okay. Now,
I'll
what else
train
is coming
every
up in
day.
sports?
Well, the Cincinnati Bengals had a great season, didn't they?
Yes,
they should be proud.
And we're all looking forward to next season. So one more time, the Bengals fight song.
Hear the Bengals growling, keen and angry, here he comes a solid. Lean and hungry and offensive brutes.
Ho!
But that's our boots.
All right. Now,
And defensively he's lost.
just the white guys sing.
Cincinnati Bengals, that's the team we're gonna cheer
You know,
to victory.
I bet like Bob Braun was in on recording that. And Ruth Lyons probably, and all those
Ruth
Cincinnati,
Lyons,
all
yeah.
those Paul Dixon, all the people from Cincinnati, the
Eric
media
Skyline.
types.
It really is soul free. I think they might want to.
William Eric Skyline from Skyline
The Chili Baron.
and That's sports, actually, for right now. Unless I find something else.
Yeah, by the way, I was...
Bulletins as they happen.
When I was at Universal Studios over the weekend, we were having dinner Saturday night, and we got seated right next to this stage. And I didn't realize it was going to be a floor show. And all of a sudden...
you didn't.
All of a sudden, this great...
No, I love this.
Okay.
Here's what you said. So we got seated next to a stage, and then all of a sudden, there are people performing next to me.
And it was great. It was a mariachi band, which I love.
No. They were on Spain's Got Talent,
and the guy had and with a horn section, which makes I love horn sections. And but the thing is, they came out, they did this one song, and they were really good. And then someone ran up and gave them a note, and they did "Happy Birthday."
Oh, okay.
And then they sang another song, and then they did "Happy Birthday" again.
Of course.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know how many people in that room are probably having birthdays?
I know. I was thinking, are we going to have to sit here all night instead of letting them do their act? They're going to just do "Happy Birthday" to everybody that runs up.
You know what's interesting is I guarantee you. So we were seated for dinner next to the stage. I didn't know there'd be a show. I'd like to see the photo of you and your family entering Mr. Mariachi's dinner show.
I would too. I was thinking the exact same thing. What is the marquee say?
A sign about 10 feet high. And letters about 8 feet tall.
Well, how the hell did this happen?
It was a Mexican restaurant. It was delicious.
Was it too loud to enjoy, or was
it was great.
Oh,
I was thinking, are they going to keep playing "Happy Birthday"? Are we going to suffer through this? Everyone out there, like Christy says, there had to be 20 people in there. It's my birthday too. And then some hippo ran out.
That's a lot of fried ice cream.
Some hippo ran out.
A hippo ran out, Willie.
Oh.
It's a theme park. People dressed as hippos. I'm sorry.
There's a lot of hatred in your heart.
Right now, let's talk about something
Anything.
very sexy.
Oh.
You mentioned this on the air last week, Christy, not during a commercial announcement. You mentioned how...
Unprompted.
The naturally nude pajamas from Pajamagram.
They're a big hit.
This Valentine's Day, you can give her the best thing. Well, let me put it this way. This is the next best thing to wearing nothing at all. They're called naturally nude pajamas. I forget the context in which you brought them up, but...
I received a couple of emails just out of the blue from folks that received them as gifts, and they were so excited, both the man and the woman who got the...
I'll do this in my sexy time voice.
All right.
Sexy, sultry, naturally nude pajamas. Feeling just like her soft skin does. Leave nothing to the imagination. They're called naturally nude pajamas. She'll love the feeling of wearing next to nothing at all. You'll love it too. Order today, by the way, and knock off 25% if you use the code NUDE. Oh, yeah. NUDE, nude. 25% savings. Pajamagram will even wrap the gift for free. And once again, 25% off naturally nude pajamas with free gift packaging. And by the way, last year we did this and they sold out way before Valentine's Day. So get on it right now.
And they're going to wrap the gift. Yo, yo, yo.
Yeah. Not that.
Pajamagram. Here you go, ma'am.
No, they're not doing it.
Would you rather have a ham?
They're not doing a hip-hop rap.
No.
Check out skills.
Yeah, okay. Where was I? Oh, I know. I was trying to move forward in life. It can be so difficult, can't it? Naturally nude pajamas. These are a home run, fellas. Got to order today, though. They sold out before Valentine's Day, like I said. Here's what you do. You go to pajamagram.com. It's pretty simple. Pajamagram.com. The code is NUDE, N-U-D-E. Save 25% if you order naturally nude pajamas. This is a home run. And you know where you get when you go to home run time, Ben?
I know what you get.
First base, second base, third base.
Happy endings.
Home run. Okay, there you go. Tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you. And we are going to come right back. What do we have coming up, Christy Lee?
What do we have? We have White Claw in the news today.
When it's
and
White Claws, there's no laws.
In Australia, they're looking for a lost radioactive device. I don't know if you saw this story.
Please find it. Australia.
It's so small it could fit in your tire tread.
That's too small. Make it bigger next time.
Yeah, you think? And how do you lose that?
Wow, that could be bad.
Small.
What's worse, that or Djokovic? We'll be right back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
Thanks so much for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. You can see the Bob and Tom Show on our YouTube channel anytime, even now. As Tim Dennison likes to say, we're not much to look at, but there we are on the YouTube channel. Go to YouTube and search The Bob and Tom Show. Next thing you know, you're watching the show as it happens. There's Ace Cosby telling his joke of the day, and there's Chick McGee's reaction. That's the fun of the YouTube channel. Check it out. Again, anytime, even right now. The YouTube and Bob and Tom, we're married. And you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom Entertainment News Update. The actor who played FBI agent Renee Walker on 24 has died. Annie Wershing died of cancer yesterday in Los Angeles. She was just 45. Besides 24, Wershing was also played the Borg Queen on the second season of Star Trek Picard and was featured on the episodic show Bosch. The drama 1001 has won the grand prize at the Sundance Film Festival. It's about an impoverished single woman and her son in New York City. Going to Mars, the Nikki Giovanni Project won for U.S. documentary, just a couple of the winners. And Dave Navarro has announced he will not be part of the upcoming Jane's Addiction concerts because he's still dealing with lingering effects of COVID-19. The band members are writing new music, and they hope Navarro can join them when he's healthy and ready. Former Red Hot Chili Peppers guitarist Josh Kliffenhofer will fill in the meantime. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Bob and Tom 24/7. Not on air, online, all the time.
Bob and Tom 24/7.
Here at the Bob and Tom Audio Institute, we catalog key pieces of audio for archival and historical purposes. We continually research and examine significant pieces of audio to ensure their accuracy and validity. Today, we look at the first ever recording by Thomas Edison, where in 1877 he successfully recorded the following on a primitive wax cylinder.
A little piece of practical poetry. Mary had a little lamb, its fleece was white as snow, and everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go.
The distinguished staff here at the Bob and Tom Audio Institute noticed the labeling method used by Mr. Thomas Edison. This famous piece of audio was labeled 05 TE for Thomas Edison, 02. Knowing this format is the industry standard to this day, we here at the Institute theorize there must be a 05 TE 01. After years of research and investigation, we have uncovered the following audio cylinder. This is the very first ever recording by Mr. Thomas Edison.
Okay.
The first words I spoke in the original phonograph.
Here we go. What's up?
This has been a Bob and Tom Audio Institute exclusive. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
This magician's on stage and he invites this guy from the audience and gives him a sledgehammer. The magician says, I want you to hit me in the temple as hard as you can with a sledgehammer. The guy goes, all right. So the magician lays his head down on this block of wood and this guy hauls back. Bam! Pops this guy in the temple. 10 years later, the magician wakes up out of a coma in the hospital and goes, ta-da!
Lord Coretta's a fine young comedian. Are you a health guy? You run, you look very slender. And
I'm
I'm not a big health guy, although I'm healthy. I just had a complete physical, and unfortunately, I'm at that age where you get the real intense physical.
No, yeah.
I hope I'm not sharing too much, but the doctor actually stuck a camera in my rectum. It wasn't part of any procedure. He just suspected that his nurse was stealing from him.
Oh, yeah.
And the sign said anybody caught trespassing will be shot on sight. So I jumped over the fence and yelled at the house, "Hey, what gives..."
Bob and Tom.
5,
4, 3, 2, 1. You ever notice sometimes Ace
okay
is the only adult in the room?
It's okay to take a breath. Hi, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. See what I did there? Took a breath. There's Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hi.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello, chick.
Josh Arnold at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Oh, hello.
There's Ace Cosby.
Yes, it's me.
There's
I'm doing Josh.
Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold. Too loud, you're too old.
No, where's Josh?
I wasn't going to say anything about it.
I assume he'll be here soon.
I am here.
Oh, there he is.
You don't say anything. It makes it really weird and awkward.
Oh, he was getting
look, Josh is here.
He was getting a cup of coffee.
Yeah, and I had to refill the Keurig.
Oh, that was nice of you to do that.
You're very welcome, everybody.
So now, evidently, the talent has to refill a Keurig. Is that what I'm hearing?
Things are going to pot. I'll tell you that.
Do you refill the Keurig, and then when you're done with the coffee, do you take your pot out?
Always.
That's a nice move. I don't do either of those.
Yeah, we know.
Is there I have a technical question. We had a reference earlier in the show to VHS tape.
Yes.
Floyd was watching, I believe it was Ricky Lake and Sally Jesse Raphael on VHS tape. And remember back in the day, the video recorders would have a cleaning tape.
Head cleaner.
That was called head cleaner, as you know.
Right?
Yeah.
Is there the equivalent of head cleaner for those Keurig machines?
Yes.
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 Absolutely.
Oh, there is?
Yeah.
Yeah, you run it through there.
I just did mine last weekend.
Uh-huh.
Do you have to not use it then for a while?
No, you just run hot water through it like a few different cycles, and it gets rid of all the chemicals and stuff.
Calcium
you
and
buy
buildup
special little pods.
Uh-huh.
And if you don't do that, what happens?
You can get calcium buildup. You can get all kinds of things in there.
Poison, like bacteria builds up in the thing.
Well, I mean, it's
poison coffee. Okay, good.
Mild Legionnaire's disease.
You use a Keurig?
I didn't know you had to clean the thing. I hope someone's doing that.
Probably not. Yeah, we'll get some of those ordered.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're probably, knowing Jess, we probably have some in there. Yeah. I mean.
Knowing me, I'll make a cup of coffee out of it.
Knowing me,
Does anybody notice how weak this coffee is?
Is anybody else's esophagus melting?
Tastes like bleach.
Boy, oh boy. What a mess this is.
Could you grab that for me?
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Well, this is Dick Hitzwater sitting in for Willie Felter, and this is some other news.
That's
well, this year's
tenses
Super Bowl
there,
matchup is all set, kids. It'll be the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, this year's game will be held at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. Now, rumor has it that just before the coin toss, Jake from State Farm will kick off the festivities by blindsiding Flo from Progressive on the 50-yard line.
Oh, my gosh.
That's right. Jake won't tolerate any crap from his other insurance company, the other insurance companies in his stadium, huh?
Sure.
And Liberty Mutual can't be happy about Jake's plans for the stadium's concession stands. They'll be serving fried emu.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy. And the game will be a matchup between quarterbacks KC's Patrick Mahomes and Philly's Jalen Hurts. Now, Mahomes, who sounds like a Sir Arthur Conan Doyle hero, has more experience, but Jalen Hurts, whose name sounds like an REM song, is an up-and-coming star. If you're a betting person, and I'll lay odds that you are, Philly is currently favored by 2 points. Now, I don't know about gambling very much, but I do know the over-under for the game is 49.5, 49.5, which is about the same number of beers that I hope to drink during the game.
Nice.
Hey, the odds of me calling, the odds of me calling into work the day following the Super Bowl because I woke up hungover. Maybe I'm hungover now. In a travel lodge, missing my wallet and all of my clothes, 100 to 1. Another gambling line was just set today by bookies. The odds of Grandpa saying something uncomfortable during Rihanna's halftime performance, 80 to 1. Oh, boy. As far as commercial odds for this year's game, it's predicted that 10% will make you laugh, 10% will make you tear up, and 80% will make you stand up and say, I have to pee like a Russian racehorse. Yeah, this is Dick Hitzwetter, sitting in for Willie Felter, and this has been Some Other News. Bye, kids.
Willie feel her. Feel it. Yeah, the Yoda.
I always heard that as Howie Felter Snatch. That's all I
had.
He's with a different news channel.
I had a friend named John Felter. Really?
Poor guy.
No, I'm sure that was actually his name.
So he's not an attorney then, huh?
No.
No, he's a gynecologist.
Yeah.
John Felter. Sorry. Where was I? We have an email address you'd like to use if you'd like to get a hold of us, Bob and Tom at bobandtom.com. Speaking of VHS tapes.
Yes.
I was over at my brother's the other day, and my nephew, who is 16, told us his teacher was throwing away some square DVDs. Then he showed us that they were VHS tapes. So it's amazing, though, all these technologies that have come and gone.
Sure.
Here they are, and now they're gone. Now, we turn to Christy Lee. She's at the Bob and Tom News desk. Before we get to that, Christy,
yes.
I did want to mention, speaking of football, Westwood One streams the playoffs, obviously, and every Westwood One NFL broadcast streams live for free every postseason game. So you can listen to the NFL app on WestwoodOneSports.com via Westwood One station streams, or ask Miss Alexa, hey, Alexa, could you please open Westwood One Sports? It's the NFL, and it is on Westwood One. Down the road a piece, of course, it is the Super Bowl.
Yep.
And Dick Hitzwater just he said that's the early line. We'll see. I thought it would be significantly higher, but we'll find out what's going on with that. And Chick McGee will have his opportunity to make a huge comeback with the Super Bowl pick.
I'm over 500.
I know.
Yeah.
You could be way over 500 if you pick.
Or way, I could be way over. Yeah.
Okay, we'll
or way under, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Right now, we turn to Christy Lee at the news desk. What have we missed?
White Claw launching its own brand of vodka. The 40% alcohol.
Everybody shut up!
By volume, White Claw Spirits Premium Vodka will be available starting in March. A brand representative told Vine Pair that the new offering is, quote, the world's first triple wave filtered vodka, a reference to the spirit being filtered 3 times using a total pressure equivalent to the power found in 3 30-foot waves.
Boy, this is some public relations BS.
That is so
I'm sorry.
I think this is marketing 101.
Yeah.
In
Well,
addition,
let me ask you this. Has the market fallen in the... What is White Claw considered to be? What is that?
It's a hard seltzer, and White Claw essentially invented a new market. And now every Bud Light has a seltzer
Everybody
now.
does.
So is this like the...
Corona
is this like the wine cooler of the early 80s that came and went real quick?
kind of. I don't know if it's going to go away, though. It's pretty popular.
I'm just wondering if White Claw's looking ahead going, okay, people are going to get sick of this. Why don't we... Because,
Well-
God knows the world needs more booze.
In addition to an unflavored option, the brand releasing 3 flavored versions of their new vodka, pineapple, mango, and black cherry. I would assume those are probably the 3 most popular flavors of their
Love
White
the black
Claw.
cherry.
I
That
do
black
too.
cherry White Claw. Have a little shower. That's a nice day for Willie.
That mango White Claw's pretty darn good.
You drink a shower claw?
Oh, you bet, man.
Do you put it in a glass? Or you drink it out of the can?
I just drink it in the can like a gentleman. I'm not going to put it in a glass. That'd be weird.
Why would you put it in a glass, especially if you're drinking it in the shower?
When you shower with a White Claw, what are you jamming up your ass?
Josh, the only thing that's jamming is Loverboy on my stereo, buddy.
Did you ever know anybody that had the what was that thing called? It's sort of like a glass stirring thing. And they had like
a swizzle stick?
Yeah, they had, but I mean the big heavy one is like a magic wand size.
Yeah.
And they had
and you hold it like a pencil.
They have the whole thing. They have the mixing stuff and all of the.
Oh, if you're a mixologist, if you're making cocktails?
Yeah, but somebody.
I remember,
you go to somebody's house and they have
Cocktail
the
stir.
My grandparents had a setup like that.
And it had like a little spoon at the end and a long handle.
Yes, they had one of those. Right. They had the ice cube tongs that looked like chicken feet or whatever.
Oh, yes.
You can still buy a nice mixology
I think there's
kit.
a scene. I think it's in Dan Wakefield's book, Going All the Way. I think, where he goes to someone's house and they make him a drink, but the guy gets it and he pours it in the shot glass and measures it all out. And when you're
real art.
When you're in your 20s, it's give me the bottle.
Right,
that's close enough.
Right.
Next, but
that's a real art. These
no, I know.
Drinks.
But I don't know anybody. Even in my generation that goes to that much trouble anymore, that has the cabinet with all the stuff and then
Really?
Yeah. Do you have a bottle of bitters at your house?
I do.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Like those people who have like all the makings.
I have all the makings, simple syrup. Yeah. I like a good old fashioned every now and then. I have a cabinet.
Do you?
Yes, I have
in a pretty cabinet.
Do you muddle stuff?
I don't muddle.
Oh, you got to muddle.
I know. I don't make mint juleps though.
The mortar and pestle or pestle?
I don't know. I don't have
pestle?
all that.
Is it mortar and pestle? No, that's a lot of trouble.
You do
I know
that
there's a machine you can get that's the equivalent of a Keurig for booze.
What do you mean? Really?
Yeah, we talked about that. Is that mass marketed yet, or is that? Still
I don't know. We had a news
I thought
story
it was
about
a
it.
GoFundMe
It's the same thing as I think it's out there. It's the same thing as a Keurig.
Yeah.
You put this thing in and it makes you can make whatever pretentious.
Wow! So you can make a martini just by using like two different pods.
Probably.
Well, I think more of a
more like old fashioned, something that involves a little more.
Yeah, mixing.
Like
maybe
a
a whiskey
daiquiri
sour
or something that would involve
margarita.
I think I'll Google it. But I think that's out there. So, I'm sorry. So White Claw's making their own vodkas.
Right. To create this.
Just anyone. How many? The average American liquor store. How many vodkas do you suppose they have?
Oh, geez. Have you been?
It's like a wall. It's great. Yeah.
There's a new place over here by where you shop.
Right.
Called, and I'll say it because it's a nationwide almost. Total Wine. You've ever been in there? They sell everything, including rows of vodka. It's incredible.
I wanted to get some presents for some people, so I called our friend in Kentucky who's the bourbon expert.
Sure.
Bernie. Mm-hmm. Seriously, that's what his gig is.
Mm-hmm.
And he gave me the names of these 4 great bourbons, and I went there and I bought them all there.
Yeah.
They were really obscure and incredibly expensive.
Yeah.
Sure. Fine gifts. Nice.
So, I mean,
alcohol is very popular. I don't know if you've noticed.
No, I get it. It's just, I mean, it's like television now. You turn on, you go to the hotel, turn on TV, there are 1,000 channels.
And that is true.
So there's going to be, do you think White Claw has a chance of?
Yes.
Yeah, they have a great name recognition.
I'm all for it.
Pat,
Stronger MILF juice? Are you kidding me?
MILF juice. All right.
Drink a White Claw after yoga. Get your nails done. Blonde-haired cougars, online dating, men much younger. White Claw vodka is much stronger than the seltzer. If you drink White Claw vodka, it could lead to a one-night stand. So just have one glass and don't take it in the can. There you go. Just a little something for you.
Sure. Can we do it again later, but let me do the a cappella part?
Nice.
Except that's a real... The cream... Who does that? Is that...
I think that's Jack Bruce.
Jack Bruce go...
Yeah.
The high part?
Yeah.
Doing his Tiny Tim impression.
Yeah, that's funny. Whichever one of
This
them
is
couldn't sing.
kind of cool. To create this new vodka, White Claw says it distills American grain 5 times using charred coconut shells instead of activated carbon from coal mining, which White Claw states is more environmentally friendly.
This is crap. If you think this, the footprint of making vodka is what's causing our problems, you really.
And
did you read further? It says it's powered by 3 waves.
Yeah, we talked about that in the
That is very silly.
the power found in 3 30-foot waves.
Well, sure, I was so drunk I ran over a school bus, but it's environmentally friendly.
Oh, my God.
Is the ambulance here yet?
You could have picked anything.
What's he driving that he ran over a school bus?
Anyway, hey, he said, trying to get away from Tom.
Thank you.
You know, they also use coconuts to make the sound of a horse's hooves during cowboy movies.
Yeah. I like that. It's a good bit.
You know what that's called?
Clip clop?
No, the name of that art.
Foley.
The Foley artist. Very good, very good.
Yeah, I know some words. He's always acts so shy.
I know, babe.
I'm trying to help your ego after the humiliating weekend that you suffered.
Yes, that's the only thing.
Boy, I'm sure you sure felt humiliated sitting in your comfortable chair with your fire going and
my doggies. Yeah. No, it's
Would
fine.
San Francisco have had a chance had they had their?
I think so. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
San Francisco had how many quarterbacks injured?
I mean, they had a chance with their 3rd string, really.
Yeah, and Fred Warner injured, the all-world linebacker, and never mind.
Now I have a question.
It's like talking to a dog. About
Could they have over during the week? Could they have picked a new player? Are they allowed to add to the roster toward the end?
I don't think so. I think the playoff rosters are set by a certain date.
They might. Yeah.
That seems unfair if you've got...
Oh, here we go again with what's fair and what's not.
No, I mean, if you've got your...
All the stadiums should have roofs on them. That would make it fair.
That would make it better television. That's all.
How about this? How about they shouldn't have continued the game because the San Francisco's quarterback...
No. I'm just saying.
Play it at a later date.
Wouldn't it be more fair to say...
Let him get healthy.
In certain circumstances, if you're missing 3 key players...
What am I thinking? Yes, Tom, you're right. That's a great idea. I don't know when the NFL is going to wake up.
$100 says it happens by next season. When we come back...
I'll take that bet.
When we come back, I hope to get that sneeze out. We have other stuff coming up in the news, including a burglary in which the man was arrested fully clothed in a bathtub full of water. Rather odd. I don't know.
Maybe he was trying to take a shower.
A big
burglar,
hairy,
you see.
A big hairy shower.
Oh, maybe it's my new show, Bath Salts or Meth. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Even though we're not too much to look at, you can also watch the show on our YouTube channel.
Christopher Walken.
The tribute to Christopher Walken.
Marsupial's dog.
Designed by one of your fans.
Indeed. Beautiful.
Christopher Walken, one of your main men.
Oh, yes, please. Every morning is good. When you're him. Celebrated a birthday this past week. Feel younger. Not sure how. Must be booze.
Could be.
Because it ain't the vegetables. I can tell you that.
And you met Christopher Walken long after you developed the impression,
Didn't you do the
right?
whole star ceremony with him on Hollywood Boulevard?
Bigger. He had his hands and feet and signature in the imprint of cement in front of the Chinese theater there.
Oh, that is big.
Yeah, and they asked me to be one of the 2 speakers at this thing, and I'd never met him. And I was honored, and yet I couldn't help think, how far down the list did they have to go? Before you pick the guy
down to the P's
who impersonates you, right? In fact, deep into the P's.
That's way over half the alphabet, I think. Isn't it? Yeah,
I believe it is. We got to D. De Niro. Can't make it.
So I show up to that thing, and they take me inside the theater where they had him before the ceremony out front, and I see him in the flesh for the first time, and he looks over and sees me, and he goes, "Hi! They told me you were coming. Thanks." And I'm thinking, he's doing the voice.
That's the best I've ever heard.
It's way better than mine.
He's nailing it.
Yeah. But I did see him coming out of a party not too long ago in Los Angeles. I don't know if I told you guys this. When I was walking out of this house, there standing at the end of the driveway alone was Christopher Walken. I hadn't seen him inside the party, but here he is, looking completely lost. I'm not sure why I was surprised at that. But so I told him to say, "Hey, Chris, everything right?" Stranded.
Stranded.
I've been searching for over an hour for the bastards who brought me. It's clear to me now. They're gone.
Oh, my God.
And my first thought is, who would ditch Christopher Walken?
Yeah, no kidding.
Who brings him to a party and says, he's at the bar, let's go?
They ditched him.
Yeah.
Wow.
Holding hands and spending time together surfaced in November. They were taken off the air and placed on temporary hiatus. Both married to other people at the time, but had separated. Network president Kim Godwin said in a memo to staff at the time the anchors would remain off the air pending the results of an internal review. She called the romance a distraction. Now the two have left the network. Well, today is January 30th, and looking back on this day in entertainment history, the first episode of the Lone Ranger radio program broadcast on station WXYZ in Detroit. In 1956, Elvis Presley recorded a version of Carl Perkins' Blue Suede Shoes in New York City. 1969, the Beatles gave their last public performance. Can you believe that? On the roof of Apple Studios. It was on this date in 1969. The appearance filmed for the movie Let It Be. In 1973, a day important to our own Ace Cosby, Kiss performed their first show in New York. Happy birthday to actor Gene Hackman. He's 93. Comedian Brett Butler, 65. Singer Jody Watley, 64. And actor Christian Bale, happy birthday. He's 49 years old. And that's a look at things you may have missed. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
It's someone driving a golf cart. I wonder who it is. Oh, it's an orangutan driving a golf cart.
It is very silly.
And he's having the best time.
I really enjoy it.
That's a very big sand trap he's in, by the way.
I mean, he's quite a good driver.
He's a
great
great driver.
He's focused.
Look, he's got both hands on the wheel.
Yeah, look, he's checking his
mirrors.
blind spot. If he goes through a drive-through, I'm going to lose my mind. I heard the McRib is back.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hey, guy, it's Kid Tarmac. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Take that to the bank. 24/7. I know.
There's a new documentary out there entitled Sick. It's the winner of the Los Angeles Independent Film Festival Award. The film chronicles the life and times of super masochistic performance artist Bob Flanagan. In one scene, Flanagan is shown hammering a nail into, then removing it from his most private part, which would be his penis.
Wow. Boy, what if he misses and hits his thumb?
Well, then that would hurt, Bob.
Yeah, there's a bone in there.
That's really going to hurt.
That's going to hurt.
Hold on a second. Morning, Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom?
Yes.
Yeah.
Bob Vila.
Bob Vila, the
Hiya, Bob.
famed home repair host. How's it going, Bob?
Pretty good.
Good. What can we do for you?
Hey, you guys are talking about something that's pretty common.
Uh-huh.
A lot of the home repair guys do it. I do it all the time.
You actually take a nail and pound it into your penis on purpose?
Heck yeah.
Now,
Really?
do you use a nail gun or do you use a regular traditional hammer and nail?
Oh, I'm not a conservative guy. Just use a nail.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
In fact, I was at the hardware store the other day picking up a nail just for that.
Uh-huh.
And I took it up to the counter. The guy goes, that'll be $1. I go, great. He goes, that'll be $1.04 with tax. I go, tax? Wait, I am kinky?
Tax too.
Hi, man. This is Donnie Biker. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
So, Mark, you're a single guy.
Yeah, I tell you, though, it's tough because
I got these neighbors behind me.
Really?
My neighbor Gail, very
Gail?
Gail is a woman who just moved. Her bedroom wall is right behind mine, and she has a new boyfriend. And I found this out. His name is
Hello, this is comedian John Evans, and you're listening.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hey.
Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hello.
He's at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. Magnificent joke of the day coming up. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much. Now, before we move on at the news desk, over the weekend, I was doing some stuff on my computer, and my 6-year-old daughter came up, and we started going through to YouTube, watching some videos.
Sure, as you will.
And she wanted to watch some Taylor Swift videos.
Of course.
I see.
Extraordinarily talented. And one of the ones she wanted to watch, I believe the song was called Anti-Hero.
Okay.
Apparently a big hit.
The new album, yeah.
And so we're watching this thing, and there's kind of a narrative that goes into like a sort of a skit, and it involves a funeral parlor, and
I know where this is going.
And one of the actors was wearing a really bad wig, was Mike Birbiglia.
Yep.
Oh, yeah?
Absolutely.
One of our oldest comedian friends, or not that he's old, you know what I'm saying.
Well, he's getting up there, though.
A friend of the show for many years, and Mike has just had a hugely successful run on Broadway with his one-man show.
He plays a really horrible character in
Yeah.
A Man Called Otto, too.
But I had no idea that it was coming.
Jerk.
Because I'd heard the song, but I hadn't watched the video. And then I said, oh, this is a friend of mine. And Hart goes, why is he so mean? Well, and you try to say, well, it's an actor, and you forget. But anyway, congratulations to Mike. He's showing up in all kinds of places.
Yep.
With lots of great stuff. But I thought it might be fun to feature something from way back in the day from Mike Birbiglia, and talking about, before he even got married. Here it is. Mike Birbiglia is our guest. Are you dating anyone? Do you have
I realized what I need to find is a woman who loves me for my money, but doesn't understand math. I know this girl, and she wasn't too bright. She wasn't like book smart. She was like magazine smart, or butter label smart. I went out with this girl middle of the day. I swear to God, and she goes, "You know what turns me on?" I go, "What?" And she said, "Black guys," which I really found discouraging, because I've been mistaken for a lot of things in my life, but I've never had anyone be like, "You're black, right?" No, I'm Olive Garden Italian. I was living with a girl for a while. And,
Really?
Yeah. We worried about different things. One day I was like, what do you fear the most? And she was like, I fear you'll meet someone else and you'll leave me and I'll be all alone. And she was like, what do you fear the most? And I was like, bears.
A big angry bear.
Big angry bear. Yeah.
She had these 2 cats, and I think the cats were gay because they were always licking each other and spooning in the window and criticizing the way I dressed. I don't think it's a biological thing, like they're gay by birth. I think it's an environment thing, like they're prison gay. Like they don't see any female cats ever, and after a while, it's just like, look, Tony, we ain't getting any younger, buddy. This might be the catnip talking, but I like the way your belly matches your paws.
Mike Birbiglia is our guest. Now, do you have a girlfriend per se? Do you have one you call your own?
I've been dating a couple of people, a little bit. I don't know. I used to think I was a little bit unstable, and then I met every girl I've ever dated. They kind of keep it under wraps for a while. Everything seems cool. And about 2 months in, they're like, maybe this weekend we could. I'm crazy. See, I was waiting for an example of how they were going to be crazy, but you went the other way, and I enjoyed that very.
That was one of Mike Birbiglia's early visits to the show. Once again, Mike is doing great. Just had a Broadway show, and he appears in the new Taylor Swift video, Anti-Hero. There's a very long sort of scene at the end of it where they kind of stop the song for a while and go into this thing, and Mike is one of the bad guys.
Hundreds of kids or music lovers. Bring the music back. What's going on? What is this, a play?
Well, it's kind of cool. It's really, you can sort of see the money. They spent a lot of money doing it, and they did it right. One more little thing from Mike from back in the day. When I often will ask comedians that have what might be considered an unusual name or one that might be difficult to pronounce, unlike, say, Josh Arnold.
Right.
Have you ever been mixed up on
I've accidentally been called Tom Arnold, Josh Allen, that kind of thing. But no, I mean, they've never said Josh McGarnold or whatever.
Yeah, right. Mike Birbiglia, well, he talks about it right here.
Joining us in the studio, comedian Mike Birbiglia. Mike, it's good to see you.
All right, one clap.
Is that the proper pronunciation, Mike?
Yeah, you can say whatever you want. Everyone gets it wrong. When telemarketers call, they'll be like, "Good afternoon, may I speak with Mr. Oh, man. Gabigaboo?" I'm like, yeah, Gabigaboo doesn't live here anymore. Even automated telemarketers get it wrong. They'll be like, "Good afternoon, may I speak with Mr. System Error?"
Yeah. Well, now we got it right. Birbiglia. Now, when I looked at it at first, I thought it might be the silent G.
Yeah, no, I mean, I get that a lot. Sometimes people come up to me, they'll be like, "In Italy, it's pronounced Birbiria." I'm like, "In America, you're annoying."
Now, early on in your career, were you asked to come up with a stage name like Mike Barber
everybody
or something?
told me that. When I was starting out, like, I used to show up, like, at colleges, and there'd be a sign like, "Tonight, comedian Mike Briggleby." You know?
That's a funny name, though. I like that.
Briggleby's hot.
I would have gone with Briggleby.
I mean, the Mike Briggleby fans were so disappointed when they showed up.
That's not him.
We want Briggleby.
Where's Briggleby? He's much taller and blonde. Where's Briggleby?
And then I did one show where a guy goes, "Ladies and gentlemen, Mike Bahuski." And I swear to God, and I got off, and the guy goes, "Is that right? Is it Bahuski?" like wrong country.
Mike Birbiglia, once again, fresh off his very successful one-man show on Broadway. Congratulations to Mike. And we started to do a special feature with Mike, and we would play around with it a little bit, and I'll just play one of them for you.
It's his secret public journal, and every word is true. He's on the Bob and Tom Show, and he's gonna read to you. He's Matt Vandermiglio.
We eventually got it right. Now, when we come back, Chrissy Lee, what have you got over there?
Well, we have IKEA in the news in a very interesting way. We have a burglar in a bathtub, and we have the hottest Gen Z gadget, which is kind of cool.
That's a kid's book, isn't it? Burglar in a bathtub?
Yeah.
Moose in a muffin?
Sure.
Mouse in a cookie? Stuff like that? Is your mama a llama?
We have the semifinals in the Name the Snowplow contest.
Oh, yeah?
Happening in Minnesota.
These are fun.
No, there's some really good ones. I think you're going to like them when we come back.
I was going to name it Jeremy Renner.
I bet he'd laugh at that. Or not.
Thank you very much. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the Bob and Tom Show contest rules, go to bobandtom.com/contest-rules. Or just scroll down to the bottom of the page and see contest rules. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is one that I wrote, and we'd like to play it on your program.
Okay, go ahead for it.
The full moonlight's enough for me to see how the woman in you got the wipers on with the heat on your feet. You're about to blow my fuse. I won't put it in park until it gets dark, 'cause baby, you know the rules. I can't get off with the dome light on. I can't get off with the dome light on. Shut the door, you stupid whore. They're playing our favorite song. Ain't no need to fiddle if you can't find my fiddle. I can't get off with the dome light on.
Can't get off with the dome light on.
I'm kindly old-fashioned when it comes to certain things. Never wore a pair of short pants and always ketchup on my onion rings. Some things I can deal with. Baby, I don't care if you chew. I even let you take your shoes off. But there's one thing I just won't do. I can't get off with the dome light on. Shut the door, you stupid whore. They're playing our favorite song. Ain't no need to fiddle if you can't find my fiddle. I can't get off with the dome light on.
Can't get off with the dome light on.
Yay! I don't believe when you tell me that you're saving up for beauty school. And I don't believe a word you say about meeting that motley crew. And I don't believe when you tell me that you don't believe I'm a fool. But I do believe if that light stays on, the cops will see what we do. I can't get off with the dome light on. Shut the doors, you stupid whore. They're playing that favorite song. Ain't no need to fiddle if you can't find my fiddle. I can't get off with the dome light on.
Can't get off with the dome light on.
One more time.
Can't get off with the dome light on.
One more time again.
Can't get off with the dome light on.
We're through playing now.
All right.
Hey.
In critical condition. And a mining company has apologized for losing a highly radioactive capsule over an 870-mile stretch of Western Australia. They are combing parts of the road looking for the tiny but dangerous substance. It's believed to have fallen off a truck while being transported between a desert mine site and the city of Perth on January 10th. Emergency services notified of the missing capsule last Wednesday. Western Australia Emergency Services have called on other Australian state and federal government for support finding the capsule. It measures 0.31 inches by 0.24 inches. That's less than half an inch by half an inch. Think about that. You're warned if you see it that it could cause skin burns and prolonged exposure could cause cancer. Good luck. Talk about needle in a haystack. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Hey, Shooter, it's Kenny Tarmac. Hey, we just landed. I'm an ORD, just got in from TPA through ATL. And hey, guess what else just landed? The Bob and Tom app. I know. Now, thanks to the Bob and Tom app, even if I have to go all the way from Foxtrot 20 down to Alpha 4, I can still listen live, see their videos, find an affiliate station, use the alarm, and even send a message. This is Kenny Tarmac signing off and reminding you, everything I touch turns to sold.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
Really? No, seriously. Really?
Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7.
Al from the MES News Center in New York. I'm Tom Bochow. In Bogota, Colombia, Brian Naranjo, age 18, says being small has its advantages, one being having a better view of girls in miniskirts, standing just 27.9 inches tall. Naranjo was named the smallest man in Latin America by the Guinness Book of Records.
27 inches tall.
Besides holding the #1 position, he fulfilled another dream by going to Disneyland, where he called the It's a Small World exhibit disappointing. In Stockholm, Sweden, Leif Borg, warning he would blow the courtroom into the air just 10 minutes earlier at his divorce trial, pulled dynamite from his briefcase and set it off, killing himself and seriously wounding his wife's lawyer, severing the lawyer's limbs.
Wow.
Witnesses said the explosion occurred during proceedings to determine how the couple's property would be split. For once, a lawyer got the charge that cost him an arm and a leg.
And on a high one, that a boy.
Good move. Going back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee on the news desk.
Yep.
It's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hi, Chick.
The I Hate Steven Singer's sidekick chair.
Thank you.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick McGee. And here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much.
Hello, Tom.
A couple quick things. We were just talking to Christy about
Yes.
getting a Valentine's Day present for your man, your boyfriend. Have you got a card and a gift? And the gift is a thing.
Uh-huh.
It's not like a trip or an experience.
It's a thing.
But is it like
and I have a card.
A restaurant or something?
Nope.
No.
So it's something is it something he can use repeatedly?
No.
Is it something you're going to insist he wears?
Nope.
Do you ever buy
But you
clothes
guys,
for him?
he's listening. What? Do I buy clothes for him? Yes.
Oh, I love that.
I hate that.
Don't you want to dress the way she wants you to dress?
Exactly.
No.
There's no pressure on you. You just put on what you...
So last week,
Oh, boy.
Yes,
Top of the shoes.
wait a minute. There's nothing you're going to say. We all know how you dress. And
No, so last
we all
week-
realize it must be changed.
last week, Godwin was wearing these shoes. I'm not a shoe guy, I've got like I don't know, just a handful of pairs of shoes. I don't care about it.
Right.
And whereas I have friends that have hundreds of pairs of shoes, and they've got all kinds of.
Not talking about me. I ain't no friend of his.
My friend Pete has shoes that he leaves in the box and the whole thing, and they collect them. But Pat had on these shoes, and I don't particularly like wearing athletic shoes. But he had on these athletic shoes, and I know those, and they slip on. You don't have to tie them,
Exactly.
which is convenient at 4 in the morning when you're trying to get in here. So I went out and got a pair of those. Pulled them out of the box in front of Kelly, and immediately she goes, "You're not going to wear those, are you?" What's wrong? They're just like ordinary looking. They don't have. I don't like wearing logos. There's no logo on them. So then last week I'm thinking, okay, I'm gonna upgrade here.
Okay.
And Chick was wearing these really nice looking shoes.
Right.
And they're called like sanitation or
sanitation worker. Yep.
They're from Spain.
That's right.
What are they? What's the name of them?
I'm not helping you anymore. Don't include me in your Mad Libs. No.
It has a weird. It is a weird.
Sartarian or
that could be it. They sound
I have no
Armenian.
idea.
Sartarian might have been it. So I got a pair on. What is it?
Satorison.
Satorison.
Now,
so one
please
online.
continue.
One online. I got a pair.
Yeah.
Get back from our little vacation over the weekend.
And they're there waiting for you.
I pull them out, make the mistake of opening them in front of her.
Oh boy.
And I said, "How do you like these?" And I get the blank stare. So I guess not much.
She doesn't like them.
And I said, "These are really cool." Chick, who knows everything about shoes, told me to get a pair of these.
Maybe if you can't get something good for yourself, maybe you could get her something that she would like. You know, like a new pair of shoes or a younger boyfriend. You know, maybe there's something that she's really desiring.
Sounds like this ain't about the shoes.
So if the younger boyfriend is wearing these sanitation shoes, is she going to say to the guy,
He did. In a way, he did.
You blame me for your shoes.
Yep.
A chick told me to get a pair. No, I didn't. You asked me what kind of shoes I was. You said those are nice. What kind of shoes I was wearing? I gave you the brand name.
As a matter of fact, chick, you did not want to give him the brand name.
No,
it was he had to pull teeth.
No,
so you didn't want.
I'll try to wear them tomorrow.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
So when you are with Kelly,
right,
and does she? And you're going out. You're going on a date. She dress you?
No, but the conversation usually goes like this. I walk in and she goes, "You're going to wear that?"
Well, it's
then I go back to.
Well, you wear the same thing all the time, so I can't imagine. There's a lot.
What if he came in one day and Kelly's got him in like an Ed Hardy T-shirt and Affliction jeans?
No. A nice Robert Graham shirt,
what that
skinny
means.
jeans.
Well, you cut your socks, first of all.
Well, you can't see that.
You dress like a wealthy hobo.
Tonight on Hobo with Money.
So does she buy you clothes at all? Does she?
On occasion, yeah.
Oh.
I have very specific taste.
I know, but when your lady buys you something, you wear it and you grin and bear it.
Okay.
You grin and wear it.
All right. Okay. Well,
Tom, I have a question. I was recommending something, and you said, "Oh, I'd like to get those." And you went. I sent you a link to a website, and you ordered them, and apparently were defrauded money.
Oh yeah, I'm still.
Has that been worked out?
I'm working on it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I apologize for that.
Did you ever get those things?
Yeah, and I didn't have any problem at all. So I've been feeling bad about this.
Well, we'll see. I ordered 5.
Oh,
and they're supposed to send me 50.
Hey, they make great gifts.
And then I wrote, you're all about to get one. I thought I said no. I only wanted the 5, and then I sent them a letter, and they sent back, all of our people are off on vacation for the next 2 weeks, which sounded to me like fraud.
So they sent you 50?
Supposedly, we'll see. They're on the way.
So you sure you didn't order 50?
I went back and looked. No, I ordered 5.
Okay.
And they charged you for 50.
Oh yeah, I noticed
Okay.
that.
All right.
Okay.
Well,
they're small devices, so you may be getting peppered with them on a regular basis.
I do apologize.
I'm sorry. Okay, we have Christy Lee at the Bob and Tom News desk. Chick, I think they're really cool looking shoes. I'm going to wear them tomorrow. We'll take it.
Yeah, I was going to ask, did you wear them today?
No, I don't have time to.
To what? Time to
what?
What do you not have time for?
Would you walk in here barefoot?
I have to put the inserts in. I was very busy
forgot
yesterday.
my shoes again.
And again, I'm not living in my own house, so when I get up in the morning, the lights are all off, and I'm trying not to get the dogs awake. The usual.
Was she
chaos.
aware that you were wearing her father's shoes last week?
Yeah, I told her.
Yeah. How'd that go over?
Fine. I mean, I had no choice.
Those shoes were actually cool.
Yeah, I got to look up what kind they are.
I think they were Timberlands, weren't they?
I have no
Something
idea.
like that.
Does she not like those because those are also old guy shoes too?
They're not
Those
old
are
guys.
dad's.
They were outdoor boots.
Her father is much younger than Tom.
Like 10 years, I think.
We are in some rough territory.
I love it when the jokes are the truth. Man,
I love saying to him, this is probably before your time. That is so funny. I'm so sorry. So my point here, Christy, is Valentine's Day.
Yes. Do you have something for your sweetie?
I'm working on something.
Okay. Just hand her cash. Go get whatever you want, baby.
You got to do something. I'll come up with
I
something.
can't imagine trying to buy for you for Christmas. That has to be difficult. What does she get for you for Christmas? What did you get from your girl for Christmas?
Jewelry.
You got jewelry.
Mm-hmm.
You got her jewelry, or she got you jewelry?
I don't wear jewelry. I got
well,
her
then
jewelry.
what did she get you?
She got him a big chain, says Tommy money on it.
And long pockets.
Hello.
This all started with a discussion about you. And see, one of the things.
You're the king of doing
Christy,
that.
he doesn't remember.
He doesn't remember.
He doesn't remember.
You sure doesn't.
Sorry.
You always, no matter what the holiday, you are always months ahead.
I love buying gifts. It's like, I love it.
So I'll ask you in October, and you'll say, well, I've almost got my Christmas shopping done.
Yeah, I had almost all of it done in November.
It feels good when you're done.
Yeah. And I like to, look for things. It takes a while to find that right
Now, let me
thing.
ask you this. This thing that you bought your boyfriend,
Yes.
it's he can only use it once? Is that correct?
I'm not going to talk about this because then you're going to.
Is it a rocket?
Yeah, I'm sending him to outer space. What'd you say? Condom.
Don't be silly, Pat. You can reuse condoms. Come on.
That's true. Yeah.
Oh, I saw. Did you see that disgusting story about the condom banana thing?
No.
Oh, I gotta send that to
Go
you.
look it up.
Okay.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Now, coming up late, are we? I guess the shoe-in. I was going to say the shoe-in isn't this week; it's next week.
Right.
But coming up in a few minutes, it's going to be Greg Warren.
Right.
Yay.
And got a really nice letter about Greg's live stand-up show over the weekend. So
go ahead and forward that to him.
We'll talk about that coming up. Hey, speaking of gifts.
Mm-hmm.
Steven Singer Jewelers has got the #1 Valentine's Day gift. I'm talking about the 24-karat gold-dipped rose. The color this year is called Periwinkle, which I have determined after looking at it online at IHateStevenSinger.com. It's kind of a violet blue, purpley, beautiful color.
Yes,
and I didn't know periwinkle was the name of a color, but I guess it's named after periwinkle apparently is a type of flower as well as some kind of seashell, I guess. The point is, this is this year's model, as they say. People collect them. They sell out every year. Once again, periwinkle is the color this year. If you want to see it, well, it's a real rose that's not going to die in a week because it's dipped in 24-karat gold. Order it today before they sell out exclusively at Steven Singer Jewelers. And by the way, Steven is famous for his fast and free shipping. And you want to get that order in before 2 o'clock today. It'll go out today, and you'll have it in your hands in a couple of days and be ready to present it. What is Valentine's Day? A couple weeks away?
Yep.
$59 is the starting price for those roses. They come, of course, in various colors. Check them all out. The biggest fan that I know happens to be Josh's mom. She loves those roses, and there'll be one heading her way again this year. Real Jewelers, real roses, and 24-karat real gold for your real love. It's IHateStevenSinger.com. That's IHateStevenSinger.com. When we come back, comedian Greg Warren. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
For everything Bob and Tom, check out bobandtom.com. That's our website, folks. You can see all the latest on the Bob and Tom Show, highlights, news, information on our cast of characters, including the Bob and Tom Show puppets. Yes, they live in a little puppet house with a puppet garage. The Christie puppet has a little puppet car. It's so much fun, and they have fun. It's the Bob and Tom Show puppets. Where do they live? At bobandtom.com. Plus access to Bob and Tom's VIP and links to, get this, all of our social media sites. That's right. We're on Instagram. We're on other things. You can find out by going to bobandtom.com.
I'm Chick McGee with your Bob and Tom Sports Update. Patrick Mahomes scrambled for a first down on his badly sprained right ankle and then was shoved out of bounds by Joseph Asai, the Bengals, giving Harrison Butker a chance to kick a 45-yard field goal with 3 seconds left. And the Chiefs win 23-20 as time expires over the Cincinnati Bengals in Kansas City. Jalen Hurts had one of Philadelphia's 4 rushing touchdowns, and the Eagles are going to the Super Bowl. San Francisco's quarterbacks out of the game, Brock Purdy and Josh Johnson. Christian McCaffrey at one point was quarterbacking the 49ers. And the Eagles win 31-7 in Philadelphia to win the NFC. From Melbourne, Australia, Novak Djokovic has won the men's side of the Australian Open, and NBA winners yesterday, Charlotte, Memphis, Cleveland, and Milwaukee. Top 25 college basketball winners, number 1 Purdue, number 23 Providence. And just 2 games yesterday in the NHL, Toronto and Carolina skate to victories. I'm Chick McGee, and that's your Bob and Tom Sports Update.
We got some extra from the Bob and Tom Show.
Comedian Greg Warren, former state champion wrestler. You're the son of a wrestling coach. Now, I assume your dad was also your wrestling coach. Is that correct?
Yes, he was. He was a high school wrestling coach. So I wrestled, and my mom was into music, so I played the clarinet in the band, which they made fun of me, especially the guys on the wrestling team, especially my best friend, Huey Baker. He was a black guy. He's one of those guys that would just get a hold of something and never shut up. And look at Greg, man. Greg played a flute. It's a clarinet, Huey. It's a flute, Greg. You a flute man. Look at little flute man, Greg. Flute your flute, Greg. Little flute man, Greg. He'll be on the bus going to a match. It'll be real quiet, and all of a sudden you hear, "Hop, 2, 3, 4. What the hell we fighting for? Flute man." It's embarrassing when you're out there wrestling and you hear, "Hit him with your flute, Greg."
Bob and Tom. You can pick your morning radio show, and you can pick your nose, but you can't wipe Bob and Tom on the couch.
Special guest, Randy Gandhi.
He's a Randy Gandhi. We say Randy.
Randy Gandhi?
Randy Gandhi.
Randy Gandhi. The answer is...
The answer is sputum samples.
Sputum samples.
Exactly.
The question...
What do you call someone who's a spitting image of junior samples? The answer is
yes.
Kenmore Weed Whacker.
Kenmore Weed Whacker.
Yes.
Oh no.
What did Barbie yell as she made love with Ken in the tool shed? The answer is aye, sir. Aye, sir.
Aye, sir.
Aye, sir.
Yes.
The question.
Tough envelope.
What does the coat girl say to Sammy Davis right after she says, "Hat, sir"? The answer is Stevie Nicks.
Stevie Nicks.
Stevie Nicks.
Stevie Nicks.
What happens when Stevie Wonder tries to shave himself?
You don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead.
You guys want to grab lunch?
We can't go anymore.
Holy
That's
cow.
a good day's work, everybody.
This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
You guys can't see the camera, but Christy just
I have very
like she was
small
getting ready
hands.
to eat a giant Subway sandwich.
Right.
Yeah, by the
At
way,
a 60
Christy,
degree
I
angle.
think maybe the reason it's been a while since you had a date is if that's your standard, we're going to need a horse.
No. Oh my gosh. No.
Did you see her hand?
Yeah, she
is very well
like she
for
was
herself.
holding
She was
holding a
about to
football.
drop whatever she was imagining because the grasp was so wide.
I was thinking
with
of
her.
a sausage roll.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Not
okay.
a penis.
Well, all right.
show us how you hold the penis.
See, now
Do
that's-
the penis hold, Christy.
now we're going to get arrested again. Stop it.
Depends on if it's one hand or two.
Comedian Etta May has joined us in the studio.
I've got a teenage daughter. Don't send girls to school. You cannot send girls to school without the right kind of clothes. They become outcast amongst their peers.
Oh, yes.
Going to school became a stinking fashion show. We're school shopping. My daughter tells me she's going to need new blue jeans. Okay. I go to Walmart. I get her new blue jeans. Well, you think I pooped in her lunch bucket or something. She wads them up, throws them back at me. She goes, "Mother, what are those?" Teenage daughters talk like this.
Yeah, they
and all teenage girls seem to think the sound is a word.
Hi, everybody. This is Mark Sweeney. And
5.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hey, check.
With his guitar and his keyboard. There's Josh Arnold.
Hi.
At the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby.
Howdy.
There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick McGee. And here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much.
Look at that.
We're checking in
The
with
blue-eyed wonder.
Greg Warren.
As in, I wonder why he's on the show. Stuff like that.
No.
Hey, Greg, got a tremendous letter about your shows last week. Another fan.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Well, I want to. I don't have it in front of me, but the essence of it was, I can't believe Greg Warren can make plantar fasciitis that funny. Apparently, you have a hunk on that particular topic, but lots of love for the Greg Warren live shows. And I know you were at the Blue Note in Columbia, Missouri last Friday night, and that's where this person saw you and loved the show.
Oh, that's
So
awesome.
Congratulations. Also, we got a love letter about Pat Godwin. Now, let me ask, before we get to your
by the way, Greg, you don't know this, but federal law requires Tom to, if he mentions one comedian, he always has to mention Pat Godwin. I don't know.
Fair enough. Yeah, that's fair. I'm a big Pat Godwin fan.
Yeah, sure. Who isn't?
I'm a big Greg Warren fan.
Oh,
God, Christ! If you guys
welcome to the Maudlin Hour.
Wait a minute, I can make this much more uncomfortable. If you guys were doing a show together, who'd open?
Well, I mean, Pat's got the guitar, so I'd probably open.
Oh, well, Pat, your thoughts?
You don't want to follow a guitar hack.
I turn the place into a tavern. Screaming and shouting, singing along. You don't want to follow that.
Man. You can't follow that with plantar fasciitis jokes. Come on.
This Thursday night, it's going to be Burlington Auditorium in Burlington, Iowa, with Greg Warren. And then Friday, it's the Olympic Theater in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. And Saturday, the Hastings City Auditorium in Hastings, Nebraska for some great...
That's the following Saturday, Tom.
Oh, sorry.
Not this... Yeah.
Sorry.
It's all right.
You're correct. February 11th is the Hastings City Auditorium in Hastings.
All right.
Yeah. So very, very good. And I'm sure it'll be some great live comedy. And
Josh Arnold's mom's a big fan of mine, apparently.
Oh, really?
That's right. Yeah, she sent me a text last week, and she said, "When are you and Craig Warner going to come to Tampa's Side Splitters?"
Oh, Craig Warner?
Yeah, boy. No wonder she couldn't find your Amazon special.
She told me Craig Warner.
Yeah, Craig Warner. She loves you, man, but it's one of those parental things. She got your name wrong, and it'll never...
And how long have you two been friends? You and Warren?
12, 15
Long time.
years.
Warner and Arnold have been going forever.
Yeah.
We were talking about Valentine's Day gifts.
Mm-hmm.
And Greg, you know Christy well enough to know that she's already got her boyfriend a Valentine's Day gift.
Yep.
Oh, yeah?
It's unbelievable.
Maybe she's sitting on her Valentine's Day gift.
Hey.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, both of them, kind of.
Man, that was...
Remember she said it's a thing.
Both
It's a
of
thing.
them.
Sure, it's a thing.
Yeah, you're crazy about it.
Oh, it's a surprise? You're not telling?
Give me that.
No, he listens. Why would I say?
Give me that, give me that, give me.
He listens to this show?
Well, he says he does.
No,
I
not
don't
this
know.
segment.
No, Craig Warner. Craig Warner's on. Why would he listen now?
Craig.
But we were talking about gifts, and I asked you what Kelly got you for Christmas.
It was kind of personal, but my mother was a really good cook.
Right.
And somewhere along the line, someone found her handwritten recipe for her. She makes these amazing rolls. She made these amazing rolls. So it's a framed copy of that recipe.
Oh, see, now that's a great
that's awesome, man.
Well, that cost her $4.
She go to Michael's and get
No,
a frame.
it's not the money. It's the thoughtfulness,
Yeah,
and that she took the time.
You really have to lean on. It's a thought that counts with that gift.
Yeah,
oh, my
geez.
God.
Like I said, I didn't mention it
Materialistic
because I'll tear up and start crying.
Did she make you the rolls? No,
Oh,
you just
now
got to
that
read
will-
about them. What a lovely gift.
Wait a second. Remember, we weren't at home at Christmas time, so she couldn't make. I'll have to.
Has she made you the rolls?
Not yet.
Is it a yeast roll, Tom?
Yeah, they're absolutely delicious. They're the best ever. And
I'd like the recipe.
I
if
would
could.
too.
I should post it.
It's
Yeah.
hanging on their wall.
She uses Crisco, right?
I haven't made them yet.
Is that the one? Is that written on? I have the SpongeBob notebook. Is that what it's written on, the paper?
It could be. I don't know. I think it's in her
Really?
handwriting.
Did you say Crisco?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, that was one of my products.
When you worked for
Procter and Gamble, yeah, Crisco. We brought the most innovative thing in the history of the shortening and oil category. Crisco
I remember
sticks.
what it is. Yeah, sticks.
If you guys don't know, we took shortening and we put it in the form of a stick of butter.
Yeah.
Wrapped it in foil.
Yeah.
There's tablespoon markings on it, so you don't have to get your measuring cups all greasy.
Do they still make them?
Oh yeah, with butter flavor and regular. It's the best thing going in that category. Which is
Well, I'll tell you what, I'll make my mom's yeast rolls one of these days, and then I'll send you the recipe, Greg. In the meantime, I'm sorry, you have a segment here that I know that Josh's mom would enjoy hearing. But what's our topic today?
Well, I wanted to talk today about competitive fishing, Tom.
Okay. I don't know anything about that.
Yeah. I didn't until I did some research. Did you know this? The early lures in fishing were made from a bone, stone, and wood. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I thought just fishermen.
Damn it. Not this stupid thing.
What happened?
It said at the top of this article, it said 10 sport fishing facts to impress your friends with. And you guys are my friends, and I can hear it over the phone. You're not impressed. Stupid. Liar.
Clickbait.
A bunch of crap.
I thought the fishermen just stood on shore and said, "Here, fishy, fishy, fishy." Isn't that how they
caught them with their hands?
Here, fishy, fishy, fishy.
Fish calling was one of the finer arts of, yeah.
Oh, fish! Oh, fish!
Blub, 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 blub.
Fish!
You know,
Come on, Tom, join in.
Greg, I never met my dad's dad because he died in like 1930.
I heard you were coming, yeah.
But he left behind a tackle box.
Oh, yeah? Did your girlfriend give it to you for your birthday?
That was full of ancient booze. I mean, of lures.
She wiped it off.
I mean,
and gave it to him.
Fly fishing lures?
Yeah, all this stuff. It was probably quite collectible.
Probably.
Of course, it's your grandfather. Why wouldn't it be collectible?
I don't know. I mean,
Where is it now?
I'd like to have that.
I don't know. Was it my aunt's? I'm not kidding. It was.
Hey, go find it. God wants it. Go get it.
These wooden things with like fished up, hand painted with these rusty big hooks on it.
Yeah, those are lures. Yeah, that's
So I mean, I've seen some of the classic fishing stuff.
Man, oh man.
There's all kinds of different lures. Josh, you're a fisherman, right?
Yes, sir.
What do you use?
I use all kinds of things. Crankbaits, top water.
Spinnerbait?
Yeah, crankbait.
Sure.
What? They're getting these poor fish addicted to methamphetamine. I can't believe that's going on.
Well, we figured, hey, it works for people. Why not these fishies? And boy,
yeah, there's the Texas rig plastic worm. Yep. They got this. The guys in the Bassmasters use an alphabet bait. You heard of that, Josh?
Yes.
What's that?
The Bagley B, the Cordell Big O, and the Norman Big N.
Yeah.
That's right.
Are they shaped
Spinner
like
baits?
letters? I don't understand.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, essentially.
Then there's these thing called poppers, which, Josh, I know you like those jalapeno poppers.
I do love those. Yeah, yeah. Wow. I like a whopper plopper. That's a good top water bait.
Whopper plopper?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It splashes fish, right? Or splashes water.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fish think it's something above the water. They want to grab it.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a
That or
bug
they think
up
if
there.
it's poppers, they think it's Studio 54. It's like it's 1977 again. It's time to go to the boys' room and get in your knees.
Well, some of those spinner baits look like disco balls, so I can see that.
The fish have knees. I'm just asking.
I think so.
I don't think so. I learned there's a bunch of different techniques these guys have perfected over the years. There's it's a way to, I guess, make the bait look like it's trapped under vegetation. There's the Tommy Biffle invented pitching. D. Thomas created the flipping technique. Belle Biv DeVoe did the smack it up, flip it, rub it down. Oh, no!
They sure did.
Love the Belle Biv DeVoe.
And they caught many fish.
A lot of fish. A lot of fish for that one. Did you guys know there's high school fishing now? Like there's actual state-sponsored high school fishing teams.
It's pretty awesome. They're like there's really talented anglers in those.
Yeah, man. That means there's got to be fishing coaches, right?
Right. Do they have
Well, you
fishing?
guys sucked out there today. About as poor as an effort as I've seen on a body of water. Timmy can't get his hook tied. Francis doesn't know the difference between a catfish and a bass. And Marty pulled a damn shoe out of the lake. I'm going to run you. I'm going to run you all night. Then we're going to cast. We're going to cast till your arm falls off. I hear any of you crybabies whining. We're going to do it all over again. This ain't kitty fishing. You want a kitty fish? You get a hot dog, you get a bobber, and you get off my fishing team.
Boy, you can tell Greg Warren was a wrestler.
Yeah.
And was your dad a coach?
Yeah, he was my coach, Tom.
Well, you've really got that coach, that whole thing down. God, that's...
So, yeah, I had several coaches. Yeah, my dad was, he was my coach. He used to lie to us. I don't know if I've told you that.
What do you mean?
Just get you all worried, guys. Next week's going to be the toughest match of your lives. Oh, no. Especially you, Gregory. You've got the Russian. Who? Russian kid transferred in from Russia 6 weeks ago. He's a 9-time Russian national champ. You better get ready, son. I'd work hard all week getting ready for the Russian. I'd get to the match and be like, Dad, he doesn't look Russian. He's Russian. There's Lopez on the back of his jacket. Southern Russian. Watch out. They're the sneaky ones. Some fun facts about fishing. The Egyptians were probably the first ones to fish. That was 4000 BC. What's the, you guys know who caught the biggest fish ever on record?
No.
Josh?
No.
That's Alfred Dean, 1959. He caught a great white shark, 2,664 pounds.
Wow.
Sure.
He used a porpoise as a bait.
A porpoise?
Porpoise was the bait.
Oh my gosh!
Interesting enough, he wasn't fishing for great white shark. He was fishing for bluegill.
Wow, that's certainly overkill there.
So, and the line didn't break. Amazing. That's a skilled fisherman.
Well, how do you even bait a porpoise?
Yeah, no kidding.
It's the fastest fish ever caught was doing 68 miles per hour.
Whoa. Some kind of marlin or
superstitions. Josh, do you have superstitions as a fisherman?
A little bit, yeah. What do they have?
They have don't get on a boat with no name.
Yeah, that's big.
That's a famous one.
Yeah, don't pump gas before you're going fishing.
I've never heard that.
Yeah, apparently that maybe something about the gas the fish can smell. And you're not supposed to have bananas on boats. Have you heard this?
Yes,
I have heard that.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's bad luck.
I always thought it was a banana peel slipping thing. Like if there are bananas, there are banana peels laying around. You can step on one, slip into the water.
Oh, it's a hazard.
Oh yeah, man. Did I ever tell you about that? Mark Gross told me him and his buddies, they were helping somebody move one time when they were in college, and they were taking a break, eating a banana, and they were like, hey. Just joking. They're like, it'll be like the cartoons, because guys always slip on banana peels. They threw a banana peel down, and their friend walked down, slipped on the banana peel, and threw a TV. And they've never told them about it since. You know who the richest fisherman ever is, Josh? Guy that's won the most money?
Oh, no.
That's Kevin Van Dam.
Oh, sure. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. So he's at the top right now?
$7 million fishing?
$7 million in from fishing. Now, his brother Jean-Claude made $40 million. Worth for it. He made $5 million on Time Cop alone.
I would imagine so. Yeah.
David Dudley, I think, is number 2. Aaron Martins, he goes by A-Mart. Skeet Reese, which that doesn't sound like a fisherman, sounds like a shooter to me.
What a great name.
And then honorable mention, the first guy that I recognized was Roland Martin.
Oh, sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
On TV a lot.
Most famous fisherman, guys.
Hemingway?
Yes, you got it, Tom.
I was joking. Really?
Yeah, they have Ernest Hemingway is the most famous fisherman. Ernest Hemingway caught a 553-kilogram marlin at one point.
Oh,
there's a famous picture where he's standing with it. I think that's the one.
And I guess the old sports announcer Kurt Gowdy was a famous fisherman.
Huh.
Oh.
Yeah, and then a guy named Zane Grey. Tom, you familiar with him?
Yeah.
Western author?
Yeah. Who's the NBA guy that's...
Paul George is a big fisherman. I know that. Plays for the Clippers.
Really?
There's one. Yeah, there's another guy that doesn't Michael Jordan have like a fishing team?
I think he has a NASCAR team.
I know he had a motorcycle team for a while. I think he has a fishing. Let me look that up. I'll find out.
This was big on the internet. You guys probably covered it, but there was some guys that got caught cheating in a fishing tournament
in Ohio.
Yeah, Jake Runyon and Chase Comiskey.
Yeah, that was huge. That was big.
In Lake Erie?
They had weights and they were stuffing the fillets.
Yep.
they were, a walleye. They were stuffing it with weights.
Yeah, and walleye meat. Yeah.
Well, you got to cover up the weights.
That might have been the walleye.
They don't want them looking down their little throats and see the weights in there.
I mean, you're not wrong. So that when they would squeeze them, it would feel like walleye meat.
Yeah, here, to interrupt you, Greg, Michael Jordan has a fishing boat, and he's caught some huge... in this contest, he caught a 25-pound dolphin fish in last year's tournament.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
What else does he have?
No, I mean, he's an avid fisherman.
That's it, Chick. That's the only thing he's done with his money. He's got him a John boat.
Well, I bet when he's out there, he's still gambling. I bet my fish is bigger than yours.
Greg, do you fish?
No.
You ever?
I mean, as a kid, the bobber you don't use bobbers when after you're a kid, right?
Yeah, you still.
Well,
I mean,
you
depending
can.
on what you still can.
You sit on a dock drinking beer, yeah.
I'm not sure they have a bobber tournament.
No, I don't think so.
Maybe they do. God knows.
Maybe some fishermen.
Fishy
With a little dough ball.
You don't have to, but yeah, I don't. But it's fun.
Yeah, I would. Maybe I need to get back into it. I eat a lot of fish, so I probably should.
Yeah, see what you're working with there.
Oh yeah.
Well, would you fillet your own fish then?
Yeah, only eat what you catch, right?
I don't think I'd enjoy doing it.
I don't
What do you
think
mean you don't see me doing that? You're saying I'm not manly, Christy?
I didn't say that. I just don't see you as a
I don't think you're manly enough, Greg.
Yeah, off the air.
Mouth, chick.
Greg, off the air, ask Josh to tell you a story about a fishing tournament. It's not suitable for...
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty brutal.
This guy wasn't using porpoise. I'll just say that.
We'll tell you about that later. Greg Warren, once again, a great stand-up after a huge show at the Blue Note in Columbia. He's going to be this Thursday, if I'm not mistaken. I'm getting this right, Greg? This Thursday, Burlington Auditorium, Burlington, Iowa. Friday, the Olympic Theater in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Then a week from Saturday, Hastings City Auditorium in Hastings, Nebraska. Got it right?
Yes, thanks, Tom.
Okay, well, thank you, Greg. It's always a great pleasure. You're looking good. I'm disappointed you didn't wear your city hat again today.
Well, Christy doesn't care for it.
I didn't say that. It's not the hat. I don't care for the name.
You said it was a stupid name.
It is.
Well, the soccer team.
Stupid name.
What are they, a soccer team?
Yeah.
They're called
the MLS.
They're called the St. Louis City.
That's right.
That's our inaugural year. We start here soon, I think.
Okay.
You and I are going to go.
That would be great, man.
Yeah, it was fun.
Well, you both sound
tough
like
ticket right now.
You're really up for it.
Well, like Greg said, it's a tough ticket. We don't know if we can get in.
Thanks very much, Greg. We got to go.
I got two. Got two for the city. Got two.
Bye, Greg.
Thank you very much, Greg Warren. We have.
I love him.
Right now, it's quiz time. I'll start with you, Christy, in the stripes over there.
Yes, sir.
What is
do you got?
What is your sleep number bed sleep number setting?
40.
That means a relatively soft mattress.
Yep.
Chick McGee, your sleep number setting is what?
100.
That's a firm mattress, my friend. What am I talking about? The Sleep Number bed. Well, Sleep Number has their best sale of the year already happening. But what is the Sleep Number bed? I've told you about it before. It's pretty simple. It's a simple idea that is so brilliant. Sometimes the best things are simple. Here's the idea. At the touch of a button, you can change the firmness of the mattress. Makes it a better idea? What makes it a better idea? The fact that either side of the bed has its own setting. So everybody's happy. You're happy over there, you're happy over here. And the Sleep Number bed does a lot of other interesting things. They've got a whole bunch of different models. The importance of sleep cannot be overrated. So choose proven quality sleep from Sleep Number. Your best day always comes after a best night of sleep. Quality sleep, proven quality sleep from Sleep Number. And right now, as I indicated a second ago, save $1,000 on the Sleep Number 360 Special Edition Smart Bed. The Queen is now just $19.99, plus special financing is available for a limited time. Subject to credit approval, minimum monthly payments are required. Get all the details at sleepnumber.com/BT Show. That's sleepnumber.com/BT Show. Coming up, they're getting close to picking a name for the famous snowplow. We got IKEA in the news and a burglar in the tub. It's all coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob.
Joining us in the studio, we have singer-songwriter, actor, and comedian Stephen Lynch.
I throw in the actor thing because you spent a, how did you describe it?
9 months in hell.
Sentence, was that the word you used?
9 months in hell is what I just heard.
You were on Broadway. Do you want to give us give those that haven't heard about this the background on?
The Wedding Singer.
You portrayed
the very popular Adam Sandler, Drew Barrymore movie about crazy kids in the 80s.
Turned into a very successful theater piece.
Very successful.
Well, you did it for a pretty long time.
Mildly successful.
I mean,
it was fun. But I had my toe on the trigger pretty much every day of the last 4 months of it. Well, I realize I'm making it sound like it was really bad.
No, but I mean,
it wasn't. It was time to move on. You know.
Can you play one of the new ones for us?
I think so.
Okay.
We just had a little powwow in your producer's office about what I can and cannot say on the radio these days.
And there have been moments before. You think this one's okay?
I don't know.
Okay, well, if it's not.
I don't know.
Ladies and gentlemen, Stephen Lynch.
This is a song I wrote. I discovered, oddly enough, that I had an uncle, a great-great-great-great-great-uncle who lived in the medieval period. He pretty much did for a living what I do for a living. He was both a troubadour and a court jester, and I think he used to play in the court of the king and the queen. And I discovered one of his old compositions that he wrote for the lute, and I transposed it to the guitar.
Good, because we don't have a lute handy.
No.
I don't either.
Because I like guitar comics, but I hate lute comics. Prop guys and lute comics.
Those are the worst, aren't they?
Just hacks.
They give us all a bad name. So this is one of his compositions, and I just thought I'd try it for a modern audience, see how it goes over. Come, fair lady, to mine bed we go, and verily sweet pleasures we shall know. Yet, where thy belly meets thy limb, I beseech thee, give a trim, for thy bush doth overflow. Milady doth have a 70s muff. A 1470s muff. Zounds, it's as prickly as a Christmas wreath. Think it might hide some baby birds beneath. Pray, shave it off to make a coat. There are fur balls down mine throat, short and curlies twixt my teeth. I saith not thy is hirsute, but it looketh like thou hast buckwheat in a leg lock. My uncle was also a very hacky stand-up comedian. But soft, what hair through yonder girdle grows, to be or not to be put in cornrows? Oh, it is beastly and unruly, and it smelleth of patchouli, and that offends my nose. I sayeth not thou art furry down there, but it doth resemble Fidel Castro eating a London broil. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, medieval bush.
Bravo. Stephen Lynch.
Thank you, lords and ladies. Thank you.
Stephen Lynch, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, well, you know. Let's go to the phones and just go to the phones, huh? Good morning. You're on the program.
Hello, Mr. Insinuation.
Yes, I have a.
Got a.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's with my wife.
Okay.
And, well,
she's not letting you.
You know.
Or she's not giving you.
Well, yeah. And.
Oh boy.
You know, I was wondering how long that would.
She's not doing the.
Yeah. And
Okay. Have you tried?
Yeah, we did that.
Okay, but have you tried this?
No, we haven't.
Okay.
Mr.
Now,
I.
have you followed? Now, if you tried that, follow it up with one of these.
Okay.
And then immediately after that, give it one of these.
Okay.
Don't forget that.
All right. Well, thank you for every.
That ought to get you.
Well, yeah. Okay.
You know. Okay.
All right.
Well, I see by the way we have a shortened show today, and thanks for calling today. And it's been the Mr. Insinuation Show. The show, you know,
right now.
Sure.
Fabulous program.
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller, and you're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7, which begs the question, why do you need Bob and Tom 24/7?
Are the stars out tonight? I don't care if it's cloudy or bright, 'cause I'm blind.
Jeez. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom 24/7. 24/7. 24/7.
It's going to be a terrific show. I'll see you there.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Chick, how are you?
Okay. There's Ace Cosby. There's Willie Griswold.
My man.
I'm Chick McGee. And here's Tom Griswold.
Don Main doing the music there. I love that song.
Well, thank you, Mr. Main.
Let's see now. I know what I want to do.
What do you want to do there, Tommy?
Well, there's a dispute going on here. Someone submitted some jokes to Ace.
You?
And
yeah, and you. And what did Ace say about that?
I was reading that this weekend. I'm going, he thinks this is funny?
Oh.
I want to hear those.
I absolutely want to hear those.
Yeah, Tom, tell the world your jokes.
Well, I'll tell you what, the fair way to do this is to have you go first with your famous Ace Cosby joke of the day, and then we'll go from there. Here we go.
Who's that sexy man with a deep voice? Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
I want to be educational today. How do you say bra in German?
How?
This will stop him flopping.
This will stop him flopping.
Okay, I think that.
I like it. Yeah, it's fun.
Might be
Silly?
considered.
It's silly.
Okay.
This will stop him flopping.
Oh.
All right.
All right, entertain us.
Okay. No introduction?
Nope.
This is Tom with his joke
I'm not
of the day.
in the. I'm in the enduring kind. I'm trying to get through it. That's all I'm doing.
Okay. Let's see now. How about this? Why is hot faster than cold?
Why?
Because you can catch a cold.
Okay.
No? See, not a laugh.
As good as anything Jason's ever said. Stop and flopping.
You wrote that down, and then you copied and pasted it to an email.
Send it to Ace.
No. I think Finn gave it.
Yeah, I was going to say, one of your kids told you that joke.
Okay, how about this? I need the introduction, please.
Here he is with his
Man with the deep voice.
Man with the big
Tom Griswold. Go.
Telling funny stuff.
Maybe if Tom Whiskey did it.
This just slows things down.
This is
delays.
terrible.
Hey, Josh, how are you?
Hi, good to see you, Doc.
It's nice to see you. Thanks for participating.
Of course, you know I'm a fan.
I've got a question for you.
Hey, how about hello to everybody else?
Hello, Mr. Ace. Enjoy your comedic attempts. You're very clever. Chick McGee's across the way. I can see him from here.
Good morning, Doc.
It's always a great pleasure.
Good to see you, too.
And then Christy Lee with the stripes.
Hi, Doc.
It's good to see you.
Mhm.
You look so pretty and nice.
Thank you.
Why do you stick around these poor slobs? Willie G.
Don't drag me into this.
Happy to see you here.
Okay.
Don't forget Pat.
I'm not going to forget Mr. Godwin. That's Pat on harmonica. He'd say hi, but he's
Blowing.
Blowing. Now, Pat, you spent a lot of time in the hospital. Lots of different surgeries. You get poked here and there. And probably
wild couple.
Did you know why does a nurse carry a red crayon around in her lab coat?
Why?
In case she has to draw blood.
Yes.
Okay, that was
Jake, your
cute.
thoughts?
No, that was cute.
I liked it too.
About the same, yeah.
Joyless, the man.
Yes, yeah. You're right.
I heard one over the weekend. Dace, you want to let me give a shot here?
Who's that sexy man
With the big beard. Josh Arnold. Here he is with his attempted joke of the day.
Hey, what do you call that soft tissue between a shark's teeth?
I don't know.
The slowest swimmer.
Oh.
That was Ace Cosby's joke of
Oh, sorry, I said the wrong button.
Nothing from you, Tom.
No, I was busy
Yeah,
engineering.
what a joyless man he is.
I was over here engineering.
He was doing tech, so he couldn't.
Yeah, I really can't do
Slowest
two things at the
swimmer.
same time. Yeah. So the shark ate him then.
Yeah, oh yeah.
That's another way of looking at it.
You haven't been watching the news lately, have you?
No, why?
Oh, because we had our first shark death of the year in 2023.
Oh, really?
A mussel diver, 53 feet with no air, holding his breath to go get mussels.
Sure, they're very good mussels.
Great white bit his head off.
Bit his head off.
In Mexico somewhere. Yeah.
That's a lot of detail.
Yeah, I read about it. It was creepy.
Good Lord.
I thought they'd go for wouldn't they go for the limbs?
Yeah, why the head?
I don't know. Maybe he ran into him head on. I don't know.
Maybe the shark didn't like
I
what he
didn't
was
ask
looking
the
at.
shark
Yeah.
why he bit there.
Isn't Shark Week coming up?
Oh,
No, that's in the
he's
summer.
coming
It's like
up.
the end of July, beginning of August.
Oh, sorry.
If you're the mussel diver's apprentice, do you get a new job? You don't go back down there after he gets his head bit off,
God,
right?
no. Would you?
Yeah, I'm going to get into pottery or whatever.
Man.
Yeah.
Yes, whatever doesn't have great white sharks.
So you're saying my shark joke was inappropriate because that was in the news?
Yes.
Well, then I'll say something that was. Let's just move on.
You had it queued up, but you thought about it a little bit.
Yeah.
Good taste
good
got
call.
in the way.
Probably a good call.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, it's even worse than you said, Kristen.
I know. I was trying to be as nice as I could.
Oh my god.
How's it worse than she said? Couldn't be.
Yes, but had she not said, I
Bit
think,
his head off and spat it at his parents?
think of that.
The first fatal shark
I
attack
don't know
of
why
the year.
the shark has a vampire voice.
I
but
love
Yeah, it's nice.
Oh my God! A 19-foot great white shark at about 50 feet down.
Didn't Jabberjaw have like one of the Three Stooges voice?
Yeah, Curly Joe. Yeah.
That's
Not
right.
so hard.
I'm a shark.
Or no, maybe he was more like Curly, actually, now that I think about it. Not Curly Joe. I think he, yeah.
Okay, wait. Hey, did you read this quote from the guy?
There was a guy who witnessed this, by the way.
I was
He
gonna
said-
say
Yeah.
the guy who got his head bit off didn't have a quote.
No.
The witness said, I'll read this
no.
verbatim. He was diving when the animal attacked him, impressively ripping off his head. Oh. Why would he say that? It's like impressively. What is it, a contest?
Because I think it's so rare that they go for the head like
Right.
that.
But I mean, is it really impressive? It's gruesome. Divers in the area
Had been warned. Yeah,
about
they had told him.
increased shark presence in the
Boy.
area.
Yeah.
Chick, what do you think the last thing to go through that diver's mind was?
Shark tooth.
We're a team. And awful.
Yeah, awful.
That is just brutal.
Man, that
Yeah.
is rough.
Okay,
A
so
good-looking guy. Look at that. Nice
you're-
looking man.
What?
That's a nice looking old man.
He's kind of older, so
Well-
I don't feel as bad about it.
Chewy? Is that your problem?
Sandy lived a life.
Okay,
you know.
well, thanks. So you're saying Josh's joke isn't funny because some poor guy got his head bitten off.
Well, just to me it wasn't.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you shared that gloomy observation with all of us, thus deflating.
Had she not said anything, no one would have known.
Yeah, read
That's
the beach,
true.
Josh.
Yes, you should have.
Sorry.
Okay, well,
My apologies.
I didn't mean to ruin your joke.
No.
When we come back,
Yeah, that ruined it.
we have a story that ties in, actually, to this, as a matter of fact, involving whale meat.
Oh.
Yeah,
This bothers you too?
Yeah.
My gosh.
You're the one that started it. We've got that. We've got IKEA. We've got burglaries and more, and it's all coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email, bobandtom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Here we go. Last one.
All right.
You guys! I'm sailing away. Set an open course for the Virgin Sea. 'Cause I've got to be free. Free to face the life that's ahead of me. On board, I'm the captain, so climb aboard. We'll search for tomorrow on every shore, and I'll try. Oh Lord, I'll try. Everybody, here we go, Jimmy. To carry on. Come on, kids, sing with me. Bob and Tom. Yeah, a gathering of angels appeared above my head. They sang to me this song of hope, and this is what they said. They said, come sail away, come sail away, come sail away with me. Come on, folks.
Too high.
Come sail away, come sail away, come sail away with me. We rock it, come sail away, Jimmy. Come sail away with me. Going up the chords now. Come sail away, come sail away, come sail away. La Bamba. Hoy! Yeah. I don't know.
Let us young.
We're making that up as we go.
Interesting ending.
No matter what it is, coming up for the big game. So at any rate, great games over the weekend. Hope you enjoyed it. So glad you're spending your Monday with us. Greg Warren, of course, the Warren Report. And coming up on Tuesday, the man I just referenced, Kostaki Economopoulos, our NFL correspondent, will be along to make some jokes about your favorite NFL teams and to preview the upcoming NFL Super Bowl. The Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs, congratulations to those teams and their home cities and fans. I'm sure they're all very, very excited. Good morning. I'm Mark Allison with a look at things you may have missed on this Monday morning. TJ Holmes and Amy Robach, anchors at the afternoon extension of ABC's Good Morning America, are leaving the network. Their romance revealed when photos of them holding hands and spending time together surfaced in November. They were taken off the air and placed on temporary hiatus, both married to other people at the time but had separated. Network President Kim Godwin said in a memo to staff at the time the anchors would remain off the air pending the results of an internal review. She called the romance a distraction. Now the two have left the network. Well, today is January 30th, and looking back on this day in entertainment history, the first episode of the Lone Ranger radio program broadcast on station WXYZ in Detroit. In 1956, Elvis Presley recorded a version of Carl Perkins' Blue Suede Shoes in New York City. 1969, the Beatles gave their last public performance. Can you believe that? On the roof of Apple Studios. It was on this date in 1969. The appearance filmed for the movie Let It Be. In 1973, a day important to our own Ace Cosby, Kiss performed their first show in New York. Happy birthday to actor Gene Hackman. He's 93. Comedian Brett Butler, 65. Singer Jody Watley, 64. And actor Christian Bale, happy birthday. He's 49 years old. And that's a look at things you may have missed. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hey, hi, this is Tom.
And this is Chick from the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Christy, what's the best way to get full access to the show?
Hey, what? You introduced me.
That would be to become a Bob and Tom VIP.
Very good. Now, Josh, what's a feature of Bob and Tom VIP?
Wait a minute.
Well, the live 5-camera video stream of the show, plus a podcast of the show and comedy from the Bob and Tom archives.
Excellent. Chick, what do you have to say for yourself?
Become a Bob and Tom VIP now. Just go to bobandtom.com/VIP.
See, that was worth the wait, wasn't it?
Bob and Tom.
They put the F in professional.
We have a guy that is, I mentioned earlier, internationally famous for a little something. It's the only talk show devoted to the artistry of the bass guitar. It's a little thing we like to call Bass Talk. Wow. It's the Bass Talk Show with Mark Christopher Roman on the bass.
Yes.
Marcus, how are you, sir?
I'm great. How are you?
Good.
Well, this bass player, he was having trouble finding a gig.
Mm-hmm. What a surprise.
Yeah. So he decides to take a part-time job in a funeral home.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
So he's working with a funeral director, and they're late one night, and a local guy named Stanley Smith had just died. And he's there on the table in front of him, and they're just amazed at this guy's certain body part.
Oh.
It's incredible. It's astounding, actually. And it's bigger than any porno stars you've ever seen.
Wow.
So between the two of them, they decide this has to be saved for posterity. So they remove the body part. And they, well, who would know, right?
Right.
So they remove it and they stick it in this great big glass jar with formaldehyde. Well, the bass player decides he's going to take it home and show his wife. So he takes it home and he sets it on the table. He says, honey, come in here. You got to see this thing that I just brought back from the funeral home.
Yeah.
So she comes in and she takes one look at the jar and she goes, oh, my gosh. Stanley Smith is dead?
The key word.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
I know how drywall paste was invented. Somebody was eating oatmeal and said, you know what? This will hold paper to the wall.
Well, maybe add a little more water.
Look at this.
Yeah, you don't have to.
Look at this.
That is thick.
Oh, it's nice.
Get you a little more
It's
water.
like getting going to Dairy Queen. If Dairy Queen served oatmeal, would they turn it upside down and add it? I love
Right.
that. Does any other restaurant do anything that cool?
I saw a Steak and Shake billboard, and they are advertising that you can turn their milkshakes upside down.
Oh, there you go.
How about that?
Someone should call their lawyer.
And what do we know about Christy?
What?
She'll put that awful oatmeal in her mouth.
Oh, stop.
But you won't.
Hey,
eat a whole Kit Kat. Is the best.
I won't eat a whole Kit Kat, no.
Put a Kit Kat in that oatmeal. I bet that's good.
There you go. Put a Kit, yeah.
Or you're just ruining a Kit Kat.
I don't have a Kit Kat.
Hello, Josh Arnold.
I think, you know what? Thank you for saying my first and last name.
You're welcome.
Where's he sitting?
He's at the.
Yeah, this is my fault, Chick. I apologize.
Pleasure to be around this
I slowed you down.
You can't have
I know.
any pauses. He'll
You're right.
jump
There's
in.
a half a second.
It's called dead air, my friend.
There it is. See?
How about you play 3 more Berbiglia bits? How about that?
Sometimes dead air is better.
He's at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby.
Hey.
That joke's coming up. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, buddy.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Well, technically, we did the Ace Cosby joke of the day.
Yeah,
So
we
what's
did.
you have an addendum, you said?
Yeah, or if nothing else, a critique.
Hurry up!
Kevin writes, a couple of weeks ago, I shared one of Ace's jokes with my daughter.
Oh, boy.
The one about the horse that had fallen and couldn't giddy up.
Oh, okay.
Everybody remembers that one, huh?
She didn't crack a smile.
Oh.
Well, in the daughter's defense, she's probably not aware of those first alerts.
Yeah.
Commercials.
Okay. She said the following joke.
Oh, okay.
The dirtiest joke you've ever
That is
heard.
filthy.
I hope we have to bleep every word of this thing.
It ends with "Morning, ladies."
Yours is in the sink. It's the joke that this young lady said as follows: "Where do you find a dog with no legs?
Where?
Where you left him."
Oh, Ace wouldn't he knew it and wouldn't
Ace
let you,
knew.
he couldn't
Ace
possibly.
This is the problem. He's not concerned with being funny. He just wants to be first. That's all.
I know comedy.
There he goes.
Hey, what are you gonna do? You can't stop a man.
Ace comes.
Now, Christy, while you grab a story over there, I'm going to grab a classic story over here by special request for a news story involving whales, because I know you have one about whale meat.
Yeah, this is kind of disturbing. A Japanese whaling operator is launching whale meat vending machines in an effort to bolster sales. The Kujira store, which recently opened in the port town of Yokohama, houses 3 machines for whale sashimi, whale bacon, whale skin, and whale steak, as well as canned whale meat. This is the 3rd such location to open in Japan. It said the new vending machines have gotten off to a good start. Conservationists say they're worried the move could be a step toward expanding whaling, which has been kind of ignored by the Japanese, since 2019? They
don't
doing
care.
It. Yeah.
Does whale, it must taste really good. I don't want to eat it, but I'm just saying, does it taste, if it has such a big market, it must taste delicious.
Apparently, the younger Japanese are not in the market for whale meat, but the older Japanese grew up on it, I guess, and they are. So that's what the story I read said. But I don't know. I can't imagine. That's a lot of blubber to get through to get to the meat.
Yeah, it really is.
Maybe it's like bacon.
They have the
like
whale
pork
bacon.
belly? Yeah, they have whale bacon.
I bet
right
that
here.
is a lot of blubber.
Yeah.
Well, it's not, to me, it wasn't the lack of a vending machine that was keeping me from eating whale.
Right.
Yeah.
I guess, what do you do in Japan when you're hankering for some blubber and all the stores are closed? Oh, there's a machine downstairs. We had a request for this story. This goes back a couple of years.
The beluga whales?
This is the whales learning to speak.
Was it in France?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, they're beluga? I thought they were orcas.
No, they're belugas.
Oh, I've been picturing the wrong whale the whole time.
The big white ones with the face, like their faces smashed.
Right.
The short version of this says an orca or killer whale.
Oh, never mind. I'm sorry. I thought they were
in,
belugas.
In
You're
France,
right.
can vocalize several English words. Excuse me. Suggesting the species is capable of mimicking human speech. The 14-year-old whale named Wiki. Wow. Maybe it's pronounced Wiki. I'm not sure. Wiki.
Yeah, it's Wiki.
It's Wiki, like WikiLeaks.
Okay.
And that other whale is Blakey.
Her trainer's name is Amy, and this is all legit. I'm not kidding. This is recordings of Amy and the whale. Here we go.
Hello? 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 Hello?
I mean, those are all pretty legit.
Yeah, there are at least two in there that are really good.
Very good.
They're mimiking very well.
Here we go. Here she is.
It's like I'm going to do a gremlin.
It sounds like she's had 2 packs of cigarettes every day the last 2 decades.
Hello. And we have the chimpanzee that smoked. Boy,
I'm watching you, Wachowski.
If you get a whale to smoke, that's a trick.
If a whale came to the surface and then somebody held the biggest cigarette you've ever seen and it hit it out of its blowhole, I would just laugh for the rest of my life.
I'd still want it out of the mouth. I'd still want it to use its mouth, but blow the smoke out the blowhole.
Yes.
Cool.
I know it's unhealthy, but
how about a large pipe? There's a big bell.
And a Sherlock Holmes hat. Yeah.
Here's more. This is Amy, the trainer, once again in the whale. Here we go.
1, 2.
Hates math.
1, 2.
See, that's close.
1,
Passable.
2.
All right.
1, 2.
Well, that last one was a little rough.
It sure is.
Okay, here we go.
1, 2, 3.
Not bad.
Not bad. 2, 3. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. These are incredible creatures for sure.
There we go. That's the whale putting on the Ritz from Young Frankenstein. And now here's the whale doing one of my favorite openings to a Billy Joel song. It's a matter of trust.
That's the best
Love
one.
that song. I've always wanted Billy to sell that to a pizza company. It's a matter of crust.
Matter of crust.
Hope he doesn't. I'm just kidding, Billy. Here's
Just
another.
kidding, Billy. I know he listens.
Here we go.
You say goodbye, and I say why you say goodbye, I say don't know why you say goodbye, I say
Thank you very much.
I want to meet an orca. Chris, do you have zoo connections? Let me
We
meet
don't have an orca.
Well, find one. I want to meet, like, pet its. You know what they like? They like their tongues petted. They open up their mouth and you just slap and
You
pet
know
their
what?
tongues.
That's not a good idea. I could show you some research on that.
Really?
Hey, Stumpy.
I'm not afraid of a killer whale. Oh, wait a minute. It's right there in the name, isn't it?
That request, by the way, thank you, Tricia at Michigan State University. We certainly appreciate that. Thanks for reminding us of that
Hi,
classic.
Tricia.
Now, let's see. Where was I? Oh, I know. We've got a couple things. Give me the teaser, Christy, while I get this.
We still have our burglar in a bathtub. We have burglar.
Huh.
I'm a burglar, yeah.
We have a snowplow contest going on in Minnesota. If you want to name one, you don't get one. You get to name it. And IKEA in the news asking for couples to assemble their furniture together. It's never a good idea, but
They're going to pay you to do it.
Oh.
It's a study about what happens when people try to do this stuff.
my guy and I put together one of those, what they call hall trees, I guess.
No, it's a camouflage.
That's right.
Yes.
For my mother. And we did it together, and she was amazed that there was no arguing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Have him build you a gallows for her. he'll do the bulk of the work.
Wow.
Did you tell her because you weren't involved, Mom?
Well, she was sitting there, but I mean, the two of us put it together, and there was no
And
fighting.
It's not a
You're
gallows, Tom.
horrible.
It's a hung and deaden.
Hung and daddy.
Hung and deaden.
Oh, both funny.
You know, they have Swedish meatballs in IKEA.
Oh, and they're good.
And the lingonberries, the lingonberries, the lingonberries.
You know what's a good time is to walk around IKEA with your Raycon earbuds in. Just look at everything and just check it out.
Follow the maze.
Tell me more about the Raycon earbuds, Jim.
Well, 2023, earbuds are going to be even more indispensable than they have been. Premium audio at the perfect price. That's Raycon. The everyday earbuds look, feel, and sound better than ever. Optimized gel tips fit every ear ever made. They will not budge. Raycons also give you 8 hours of playtime, 32 hours of battery life, and they're priced just right. You get quality audio at half the price of other premium audio brands. And there are 3 customizable sound profiles, earbud tap functions, noise isolation, awareness mode. It's all there. Plus 50,000 5-star reviews. Go to buyraycon.com/Tom today. Get 15% off your Raycon order. That's buyraycon.com/Tom. 15% off your Raycon purchase. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Thank you very much, Chick McGee. Thank you, Raycon. We get love letters about the Raycons. Coming up, as Christy said, we have some IKEA news. We have some snowplow news. And a guy in a bathtub, fully clothed, burglarizing a place. Again, that's my new favorite show, bath salts or meth. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom. Well-meaning, but
Yeah, they're They're all messed up.
More than slightly confused.
Hey, treat yourself to a VIP membership at bobandtom.com. If you love the Bob and Tom Show, or you know someone who does, it makes a great gift. You know, birthdays, anniversaries, Halloween, whatever. Check out Bob and Tom's VIP premium service. We call it premium for a reason, ladies and gentlemen. The live 9-camera video stream of the show comes with the service for free. The Bob and Tom Show, commercial free and on demand with our daily podcast as a VIP premium service member. Also access, get this, the Bob and Tom archives and the album library. 30-some albums in the history of the Bob and Tom Show, and they're all right there at your fingertips. You can listen to all the great bits, the great songs, the classic comedians, and everything available that you want to listen to. It's a Bob and Tom world, and you are in control. Check it out now at bobandtom.com/VIP and have some fun. And thanks for listening to Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, everybody. Christy Lee with your Bob and Tom News Update. Amazon is dropping free grocery delivery for Prime members on orders less than $150. Amazon informed customers who get their groceries delivered via Amazon Fresh and pay less than $150, they're going to be charged between $3.95 and $9.95, depending on the order size. This new policy starts February 28th. The decision to impose new fees comes as Amazon attempts to trim costs amid a hazy economic environment. A Hawaii firefighter critically injured Friday when he was swept into a storm drain and carried the length of 8 football fields until being dumped on the shoreline near the ocean. The accident occurred as nearly 13 inches of rain fell on parts of Maui, and weather officials warned of unstable weather. A crew responded to flooded home where the firefighter was caught in a 4-foot-wide storm drain. Other firefighters and emergency personnel retrieved Mahina Martin from the shoreline, transporting him to the hospital. He was listed in critical condition. And a mining company has apologized for losing a highly radioactive capsule over an 870-mile stretch of Western Australia. They are combing parts of the road looking for the tiny but dangerous substance. It's believed to have fallen off a truck while being transported between a desert mine site and the city of Perth on January 10th. Emergency services notified of the missing capsule last Wednesday. Western Australia Emergency Services have called on other Australian state and federal government for support finding the capsule. It measures 0.31 inches by 0.24 inches. That's less than half an inch by half an inch. Think about that. You're warned if you see it that it could cause skin burns, and prolonged exposure could cause cancer. Good luck. Talk about needle in a haystack. And that's your news. I'm Christy Lee. More of the Bob and Tom Show on the way.
Things you hear on the Bob and Tom Show.
Boy, this week in Fort Mitchell, Kentucky sure has a lot of dummies in town. It's the annual ventriloquist convention.
Morning, Bob and Tom Show. I'm sorry? What did you say?
From the ventriloquism convention?
Yeah. And I'm not moving on this.
I can tell.
We can tell.
I can tell your lips are pretty pretty still there. Jerry, what's the name of your partner?
Timmy.
Timmy?
It's Julie.
Can Timmy? Can Timmy speak into the phone? Hand him the phone.
We're going to drink some water.
Drink some water while talking to us. Okay, great.
Go ahead.
I'll have to call you back.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
The St. Louis Zoo used to have a beer-guzzling, smoking gorilla.
What?
And eventually died, of course. And then they stuffed it and they put it in the children's zoo part of the. And we would go look at it. And my dad would go, man, we used to watch this thing drink beer and smoke. And one of the zoo workers goes, no, that never happened. And this old guy standing next to us goes, it absolutely happened. We all. And then you can look it up. And there's a picture of him drinking a beer. You wouldn't think a beer would hurt one beer's not going to hurt a gorilla.
Oh,
Well,
my goodness.
one beer of 600 days in a row, maybe.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom 24/7, 24/7, 24/7.
Morning, Bob and Tom Show.
Good morning. How are you guys?
Fine.
Guy's down in Florida. He's reading the classified ads, and he sees an ad that says talking dog, $20. So he goes to the address list on the paper, knocks on the door. Guy answers the door. Guy says, I understand you got a talking dog for $20. And he goes, yep. He goes, can I see him? He goes, yep, he's in the bedroom. So he walks in the bedroom. Dog's laying on the bed, remote in hand, watching TV. Walks in the room. The dog goes, hey, how you doing? I can't believe this. You're a talking dog. What are you doing down here in Florida? He goes, well, I started out in New York. I used to teach other dogs how to lead the blind. And then, well, the Gulf War broke out. And so I went over there and I brought medicine to injured soldiers and rescued soldiers. And that was over. I came back to New York, and I was on Broadway for a while. I was in Riverdance. And of course, you had the tragedy.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hey.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello, Chick.
There's Josh Arnold at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Hey, Chick.
There's Ace Cosby.
Howdy.
There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much. Christy Lee is over there next to me. As you
Yes,
mentioned.
I am.
And we were talking about whale meat.
Yes, we were.
In Japan, that's now in vending machines. And
it's really something.
I don't know. I mean, it's just different cultures. They eat different things, and it's just sort of disturbing that it's all packaged up and you don't realize it's a whale. Got this from Bennett. He writes, I ate whale meat. This gets funnier. With the teriyaki marinade. So now we're getting variations on.
Wow.
Huh.
I was in Iceland several years ago. It's red meat. It tastes similar to steak. It was fantastic.
No kidding.
Really?
However,
Blubber. Is the blubber the problem?
Bennett writes, I got a case of the runs afterward, unmatched in my 37 years of existence. You wouldn't expect that from Iceland. I mean, usually you associate bad cases of the runs typically with that Mexican vacation.
I've never heard,
old Montezuma.
I don't think I've ever heard the term runs used publicly.
About the runs?
No. No.
Runs.
And in your home, maybe. But not with
It's certainly not a topic for a polite society. is it?
radio show.
I'm just reading the mail here.
When's the last time you had the runs, Tom?
Oh, God.
Get the runs there?
You really hose down the bowl.
I
just
Come on,
Yeah.
you
Just
guys.
I'm not going to.
Just a rusty power washer.
Oh.
Feels like a number one.
It sounded like you were literally shooting a hose into the. It was just the worst.
At one point, you didn't know if it was going to stop.
No, that's the thing. You think this is not possible.
Yeah.
Okay. In any event, so I guess there's a good one more reason not to eat whale meat. Thank you for taking the time to write, Bennett. We certainly appreciate your listening and corresponding with us. Have another unusual request. I'm not sure we can play this anymore, but Mr. Lamb, we are...
He would like to hear Michael Richards at the comedy. Exclusive clip.
Christy Lee, what else have you got over there?
Police in Washington State say they found a suspected burglar fully clothed in a bathtub filled with water.
Wait a minute. Did I misunderstand? Were you going to play something and you just went to Christy for news?
No, I say we have a request for something, but it's kind of obscure, and I'm not sure it's really something we can.
So why would you even mention it?
Thank you.
Stalling, Christy. I'm trying to fill.
Stalling for what?
I'm trying to find something over here that I got.
Well, I would like to hear about this wet burglar. A wet bandit.
Thank you.
If you will.
According to Seattle police, a woman returned to her home Friday night to find a window smashed and an unknown man inside the house.
Hey, how you doing?
Responding officers instructed anyone inside to come out. When they got no reply, they went to search the home and found a suspect in the bathroom. Police said, quote, the man was clothed but very wet and the bathtub was full of water. The 27-year-old was arrested for residential burglary. He offered no explanation as to why he was in the bathtub. Well, obviously he needed a bath.
Clothed.
Well, maybe he's trying to wash his clothes at the same time. Double duty.
Like I said, my new TV show, bath salts or meth.
He could have been breaking his jeans in. Chick, you ever get a pair of the nice raw denim jeans? They make you get in the tub.
Sure.
So it fits to all your crevices.
That's right. I didn't know that was a technique.
Yeah.
Wow.
Are you going to get into that, Josh? I can't imagine you sitting at home alone trying to break your jeans in.
Sounds awful. Wet jeans.
How do you get them off once you got them on?
I think you get them wet and then you stand around. You kind of walk around in them a little bit.
That sounds terrible.
That way, there's little rivets by the back of your knees and any place you're going to be bending in them.
That does sound horrible.
You're chafing.
And you're dripping water all over your house.
I'm reading the story. This guy's in the bathtub, fully clothed, doesn't resist arrest.
All right, you got me.
Yeah, hey, look. Yeah. I knew, I said to myself, should I stop and take a bath or should I escape? I went with the wrong one, officer. Yeah, go ahead.
This reminds me of this. This would be, what's that show where they have the Who?
CSI?
Yeah, the guy would say,
what's that one show where you have the Who?
It's some dumb cop show.
We're supposed to come up with a name, and you did. CSI.
I got it, to be fair. I did get it.
Good Lord.
He didn't resist arrest. The only thing running was the water. What a great song. Thank you very much, Pete. Pete and Roger, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, what an idiot. Why, he's got to be completely high or something.
Yeah, what's going on there?
I don't know.
Did you ever take a bath with your clothes on, Christy?
No, that's ridiculous.
You ever take a bath with someone else?
Yes.
Were you ever lying in a bathtub, au naturel,
Yeah.
and a guy walked in fully clothed and got in with you because it was so hot?
No.
How about this weekend? Ask your man if he'll do that.
Get in the bathtub.
He can take his shoes off if they're nice shoes.
Thank you. I don't want. Why would you do that?
Because the idea there, Christy, is it's a romantic situation which you are so hot. This guy can't even take the time to disrobe.
Yeah, but wouldn't you want to disrobe because it's so hot?
Yeah,
and
thank you,
because of
Willie.
the water?
Well, I think, Willie, that would be logical, but the whole point is the hotness.
He can't stand it.
Yes, the hotness of the situation precludes one from thinking.
George
clearly.
Clooney and Jennifer Lopez in the movie Out of Sight do that.
That's
true. As sexy a scene
whoa.
ever.
He's right.
Is she naked or are they?
I don't remember. I don't know if either of them are. I don't remember. But one is definitely fully clothed, and it's hot.
Are they in the shower?
No, they're in the bathtub.
Oh, I mean.
No, they're in the bathtub.
Yeah.
So this
you
guy.
learn about displacement when you do something like that, don't you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Archimedes taught us that.
Oh, I have a nice bath pillow, though. Brand new. Oh, it's nice.
A bath pillow?
Yeah.
I'm lost. What?
A bath pillow? You put it on the back of your tub, so when you're taking a bath, you lay down, you have a place to put your head, and mine goes all the way down to the middle of my back, so it contours. Oh, it's so nice.
That sounds better than the last thing I bought for my bath.
What was that?
The new bath toaster.
You can only use it once.
Yeah.
You want to take a bath in the morning and a nice slice of toast.
Exactly. Some crisp rye.
You better get those special circuits, though.
Maybe avocado.
GFI, what is that?
Yeah, GFI circuits.
So this guy breaks into the house, fully clothed, draws himself a bath.
Apparently.
Sitting in the water in the bathtub, fully clothed.
Right.
So strange.
So the first thing he stole was just a random bottle of pills.
I like to think.
Must be Ambien or LSD.
He's hiding in the bath, and he goes, oh, no, if they open the curtain, they can find me. But if I put water in here, I'll just hide under that. I hope that's what his logic was.
Wow. A financial advice website is offering to pay a couple $1,000 to assemble IKEA furniture together.
Oh.
Finance Buzz said it's searching for an IKEA DIY duo willing to put their relationship to the test this Valentine's season by building an entire IKEA bedroom set together and documenting the experience. The company says it hopes to use the market research to determine whether or not shoppers are getting their money's worth by DIYing their own self-assembly furniture.
Well, Sven, go ahead and open the door. Let's see how the couple did. Well, they're both dead.
Oh. The lucky couple will receive $1,000 for the work as well as a $1,000 IKEA gift card to cover their purchases. Applications are found on Finance Buzz's website and will be accepted through Valentine's Day.
Oh. Give them $2,000 so they don't cuss.
Oh,
That doesn't seem like enough, does it? $1,000? No.
But they get to keep the furniture, presumably?
No, but they have to buy they're
that's
not
the weird
giving
part.
them the furniture. Yeah, you have to not only buy the furniture.
Well, IKEA has to make $1 too. Come on.
You ever put an IKEA bed together?
Sure.
Ugh, man.
Pat, what do you have to say about it? Maybe with your guitar.
Well, you know, Josh.
Jaja?
I once tried IKEA, or should I say, IKEA tried me. Did the best that I could. Is it any good? The Scandinavian wood. Put it together yourself. This goes here, that goes there. I'm finally done, and what I have is a 3-legged chair. I looked at my desk, it was a mess, I must confess. So I lit a fire, it burns real good, Scandinavian wood.
Oh, nice. Very nice. Nice.
Excellent.
Thank you very much, Pat. Now, Christy, you were saying earlier when you get stuff you have to put together, it always comes with random Allen wrenches.
Yes.
And you
then,
save all those?
Well, yeah, and here's the problem. Now I have an issue, and I needed to tighten something, and I can't find the
Here's what
Allen
you do.
wrench that goes with that
Do you have-
particular product.
For example, in your kitchen, your garbage disposal probably has a special Allen wrench.
I have no idea.
That goes in the bottom, and you spin it when it gets caught.
I have no idea where that is.
Well, you're supposed to take it, and it has a little rubber pouch, and you duct tape that to the side of the cabinet. Inside.
Well, but you got to find it first.
I don't think I have one of those.
Yeah. Your garbage disposal has most of them do. So when it gets jammed up, you're supposed to unplug it, obviously, and then you put this thing in there and
I typically do that.
Rub it around.
If I put together a piece of furniture and has an Allen wrench, I tape it to the bottom or the back.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Well, you're more organized than me. Congratulations.
I am a much better person.
Yes, you are.
In every way.
Resourceful.
You don't have a pillow for your bathtub, do you?
I don't.
Oh, you'd love it.
I know I would.
Do you take baths at your house?
No, I don't.
I'm the perfect size, though. I mean, I
You are
fit
small.
perfectly in the. I have a nice garden tub thingy. Oh, it's perfect.
Do you have candles lit and stuff?
No, I could.
It is hard to beat a shower, though.
Yeah, I know it. Yep.
Oh, but not for relaxing
Nice hot
and bubbles.
What about you do the bath, but you hop in the shower before the bath? That way you're not, laying in your filth. It's clean, the whole experience.
Have you ever done this? Because it's a jacuzzi tub. You put the bubbles in and you forget and you turn the jacuzzi on, and then all of a sudden the bubbles, they take over.
It's like a Three Stooges movie.
It's like a Three Stooges movie.
You know what I've always wanted to see? Remember in all those old movies, they'd always be at a gym. And they'd run by some guy that it looked like he was in a clothes dryer with his head sticking up.
Right.
And someone would always take a broom and stick it in the handle, and then they'd run by a few minutes later, and the guy would have shrunk.
Right.
What a great guy.
Those weird steamers.
Do they still have those things? The personal steamer?
The sauna thing? I don't know. Chick, you'll like this, maybe. The candle holders around my bathtub, I actually received from you as a wedding gift from one of your previous administrations when I got married to one of my previous administrations.
Isn't that nice? Holy hell.
Yeah.
They're very, very painful to look at.
No, they're very nice. The candles are still on them, too. I've never burned them.
Yeah, I remember buying those. They were
No, Christy, once again, for your garbage disposal, I'm totally serious.
Well, I thought, my house is way used. So
look
who
underneath
knows?
your sink. There's probably a little rubber.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is what it's like to have a conversation with Tom. Now, Christy lives in the house.
Yeah.
Has access to the house.
Right.
You know where the sink is. You know where your garbage disposal is. Yeah, your contention is that you don't have one of the keys to help you.
I'm sure it's there somewhere. Just never looked for it.
You don't have one.
When it's installed.
Now, Tom's assertion is that, yes, you do. You just don't know where to look.
Yeah.
No, look under your sink. It's probably under there.
It's there.
Okay.
All right.
Now, that's called a Peter Allen wrench because it can go either way. In order to free.
Now, that was a long way to go.
But for the 13 people who got it, well worth it.
Hey, when my baby smiles at me, I go to Rio.
De Janeiro.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Voting is now open for the Minnesota Department of Transportation's Name a Snowplow
Oh, they're letting
contest.
Minnesotans vote now? What is the world coming to?
NPR reports that the department narrowed the list of suggestions to 60 contenders this year after receiving 10,000 submissions.
I could have been a contender.
You could have been.
I could have been something, Charlie, except what I am. Let's use a bum. I'm just a bum. That's
pretty good. Chick McGee, ladies and gentlemen.
Not bad, buddy.
Thank you. I just watched it. Thank you.
Among this year's choices.
We're on the waterfront, Tom.
Very good.
Is that the Stella one?
Me and
No,
what's her
no,
face?
no.
Yeah. Tell her it is. Yeah, she'll mention it at a dinner party. You know Marlon Brando? Well, they're both Brando. That's
Stella.
He yells Stella on the waterfront. Remember that, Josh?
Which one is that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he says, I could have been a godfather.
That's right. You come on my daughter's birthday. I could have been somebody, Sonny. Oh, sorry.
Among the choices this year are Bobsled Dylan.
All right. So these are the snowplow in Minnesota. Bobsled Dylan.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I can't come up with my own. I have to pick one they've come up with.
Well, I only have 6 of the 60 that are available to be voted on,
Okay, so these are the perhaps the most popular.
or the ones we've been selected to read. Mary Tyler Moore Snow.
I like that one. That's
Mary
funny.
Tyler Moore snow.
Well, but also it's going to give you less snow because it's getting rid of the snow, so it doesn't even make sense.
No, it's just tacked on.
No, but the Mary Tyler Moore show took place in Minneapolis.
In Minneapolis.
Yeah.
Oh,
So is it the Mary Tyler Moore snow?
It just says Mary Tyler Moore Snow.
I don't like it.
How about
Keep going.
Something's up.
How about Blizzo?
That's cool. I like
don't
that.
get
I
it.
don't like that.
Like Lizzo.
Like a
she's
blizzard,
from-
They
like
weigh the
Lizzo?
Is Lizzo from Minnesota?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know there are new mans on the Minnesota Vikings.
That's
Han-
right.
Oh, yeah. Han
Professor
Snowlow.
Newman isn't the Minnesota Vikings.
I'm sorry.
Han Snowlow.
Okay.
Was that from Star Trek?
Oh, boy. Queen Elizabeth.
Queen Elizabeth.
That's
What
terrible.
what a nice tribute.
No joke.
Touching tribute.
I'm sure she's honored wherever
She's
she
the
is.
same temperature right now.
Oh,
it's my fault I
Fleetwood
killed her.
Mac.
I like Fleetwood Mac the best so far.
It's good.
Those are the only choices I have. Online voting runs through February 3rd, with the top 8 names going to plows in each of the Minnesota Department of Transportation's 8 districts.
I'm writing in Jeremy Renner. What I'm going to do.
Oh, God. He's
how
okay,
about
right?
Blade with Wesley Snipes? Blade, no?
Yeah.
He's
No
going to
Blade.
be okay, but it's going to take a long, long time. He's at home in Lake Tahoe now, B.
None of his shirts fit. Now.
He saved his nephew.
He
He's
did
a,
save his nephew.
Yeah, true hero.
Yeah, he is a hero.
His
callously making jokes about
Okay.
Almost died.
Okay. Oh, I've got the whole list.
Yeah, you got a lot over there?
He's got the whole list.
In his hand, he got the whole list. In his hand.
Thank you.
Oh, I got carried away.
Okay. A lot of these are better than the top 10.
A lot of these are better than the top 10. A lot of these are
Better than the top 10.
Freeze Louise.
All right.
Freeze Louise.
I like that one.
Okay.
Melton John.
Yes. Yeah.
Lollapalooza. I like that one too. Kim Kardashian through the snow.
That's so clunky. It might be my favorite.
No, this is my favorite. Hippopotamus. No? Okay. Let's see. Oh, this is pretty good. A little bit dated. Scoop. There it is. Remember Whoop? There it is.
Tag team back again.
Wolfgang Amadeus Snowsart.
All right.
Okay. Taylor Drift. That's more contemporary.
Hey, help me with dinner tonight,
Yeah,
Tom.
what am I
How
gonna
can
have
you,
for
How can
dinner?
you help me?
Well,
how can you help me?
I can help everybody.
What a surprise. Okay.
I was just reading these fun names. I think these are very good. Aaron Burr.
Oh, I see.
A little Hamilton reference. Actual history, Aaron Burr. You see the duel. Never mind.
Burr haircut.
You don't want to spend all that time in the checkout line at the grocery store, do you? I don't either. That's where HelloFresh comes in. Chef-curated recipes, except they've done the grocery shopping and they've done the measuring. You put them together. Great meals. Over 40 recipes this week to choose from, including their fit and wholesome to family-friendly and quick to easy. They've got some real quick ones now, so you can just throw some stuff together, and it's great gourmet-style food, restaurant-style food, like, for example, the Southwest Pork and Bean Burritos or the Falafel Power Bowls, ready in just 15 minutes. HelloFresh does the shopping. They do the measuring. They send you the cards that tell you how to put it together. Willie, what do we got over there?
Check out the Italian chicken and pepper sandos with potato wedges and garlic sauce. HelloFresh sends you 11 ingredients. Put those together in 6 easy steps, and in just over a half hour, you have these delicious sandwiches that you made at home with help from our friends at HelloFresh.
The key is fresh, and the key is they've done a lot of the work, so you're going to save a lot of the money because they're buying stuff in bulk. Fresh ingredients are the key to this whole thing. Sign up today. 65% off plus free shipping with the code BTShow65. That's a huge savings. Free shipping, once again, 65% off. BT Show 65, HelloFresh.com/BT Show 65. Thank you, HelloFresh. Once again, it's HelloFresh.com/BT Show 65. You'll need the code a couple times to take advantage of this great offer. When we come back, it's history time, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Catch any part of the show you missed later today on our YouTube channel.
Now, we have a request. Christy, do you feel like doing a little something over there?
Something like what?
Well, we have a request for Christy does a thing she does on occasion on stage with Henry Phillips. And
I see.
They are going to be working together.
Oh,
I don't know.
We were going to use that as the tease to get people to Wiley's on Saturday to see the big.
Well,
the big show.
The big
that'd be nice, but
duet.
there are a lot of people who can't make it.
Didn't we hear a new version of the? Wasn't it?
Yeah. Did you guys ever?
Yeah, we did get that.
Oh, cool.
We played that.
Yeah.
Well, why don't we? Can you do the original? Do you know?
That's the more politically correct version.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever guys tried this on the air here?
Have we? Yeah, I think we have. I don't know. Gosh, Henry, it's been so long since I've seen you, and I just thought that would be great to kind of maybe sit here and talk about some things like the weather. Have you noticed how hot it's gotten? Oh my God, and the humidity.
She's talking again.
I have some friends that have shown
really
up
bugging
at
me.
the
She's
beach
talking
wearing the
again.
most ungodly outfits.
So embarrassing. I look at my friend.
I don't know what women are thinking.
I think
these
she's
days.
psycho because she's talking and talking and talking and talking and talking and talking.
But at least make sure your surgeon gets your nipples in the right place, because I hate it when they skew left. God, what is that all about? You would think.
She's talking again. I need a cigarette. She's talking
And
again.
here's the other
I
girl
wish
who
we
wore the
never met. She's
midriff
talking
the other day.
again.
Oh, God, the scar
She's like a TV set. She's talking and talking and talking. I'm gonna go insane.
That cellulite was something everybody.
I'm in
has,
horrific
so why
pain.
would you even do that to yourself? And then
I think she's on cocaine.
Scars, your stomach looks like a battleground.
Maybe I
now.
need
It's
some
not
because she's
attractive.
talking and talking
Oh, my
and
God.
talking and talking.
I'll tell you what. If she
I
wears
don't
that
care
bathing
about
suit one
a
more
word
time, I
you
am
say.
gonna have to,
You
I don't know,
already told that
strap
stupid
her to her
story
wounds and
anyway.
she's a
I'm
bitch.
gonna get a 38 and blow myself away because you're talking.
You look at yourself in the mirror and go, this is as good as I am ever going to look. Oh, my God. And to go out in public like that? What is she thinking? I was at a black tie event
She's
the other night.
talking
Henry,
again.
and we all had
It's
on
really
this dress.
bugging me. She's talking
Her husband's
again.
in a beautiful
It's
tuxedo.
so embarrassing.
She
I look
has
at
on
my
this
friends.
Unbelievably low
I think
cut
she's
dress.
psycho because she's
I
talking
couldn't
and
believe
talking
it. Here we are trying to raise money for a charity, and her breasts are hanging out.
She's talking again.
Oh my God, she's 55 years old. Come
She's
on,
talking
lady.
again.
Press your age. What are you trying to prove?
She's talking
we all
again.
know that once you start drinking, you're going to hit on your husband's best friend, and that is not
She's
attractive.
talking again.
Yeah,
See
right.
what you miss when you're gone for just a couple of months, hon?
Wow.
Christy Lee, along with Henry Phillips. I heard something about nipples the wrong way
Yeah.
and
Have you ever
breasts
seen
hanging out.
that?
Skewing the wrong way.
Yeah.
Sometimes they put them back, they're not exactly
Okay, thank you.
lined up.
Yeah, it kind of looked like Marty Feldman nipples.
Is that what they call it in the textbooks?
I
for the
think so.
plastic surgeon?
Tom VIP. You have to get it. It's state law.
Bob and Tom.
For your information, these are two of the worst kids I have ever encountered in my life, and I work the state fair.
We were stupid before stupid was cool.
It's the most outrageous video ever because it features real girls. And not just any real girls, but real girls on video going, woo! Oh, yeah, just the way you love them. Real girls on video going, woo! All kinds of real girls on video going, woo! All across America. Real girls on video going, woo! Features real girls. And each copy of Real Girls on Video going features a group of loser drunk guys going, yeah! That's right. You get Real Girls on Video going and loser drunk guys going, yeah! And hey, act now and you'll receive at half price Real Girls on Video going. That's Real Girls on Video going. And the bonus tape, Real Girls on Video going, and the drunk loser guys going. But wait, order now, and Frigaball Video will throw in Real Girls on Video going, and that's Real Girls on Video going, Real Girls on Video going, and Real Girls on Video going, and all complete with loser drunk guys going, yeah! Order now!
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead. This is Bob and Tom 24/7.
Jeff Jenna is our guest.
I don't know if you remember this. A lot of people were mad at the Mattel toy company because Teen Talk Barbie, one of the 200 things Teen Talk Barbie said was, math class is hard.
Oh, yeah.
And everybody, young women won't want to take math classes. And I'm just thinking, no, that's stupid. What, are American women that easily influenced? Are they? No, I don't think so. Because if they are, I think Teen Talk Barbie should say things like, sex is fun. I work hard and give my husband my paycheck.
My most recent marriage was a disaster. It made the wreck of the Edmunds Fitzgerald look like a fender bender.
Oh, wow. Sorry to hear that. Hello.
And you remember Lord's famous line about gun control, more or less.
Yes. The relationship taught me a lot. It taught me they won't sell you a handgun if you're crying. You know you're too high when you're eating cereal naked and your girlfriend tells you to put some clothes on. You realize it's not your girlfriend. It's just a woman on a bus. So that's how you know you're too high.
Hello, this is comedian John Evans. Padoom, 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 and your
hour. Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk. There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hello.
Josh Arnold perched at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Hello, Chick.
There's Ace Cosby. Hey. There's Willie Griswold.
Hey, man.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Oh, by popular demand, this is our lucky day, ladies and gentlemen.
Pinch me.
Time now for a special edition of the Ace Cosby Joke of the Day.
Who's that sexy man with a deep voice? Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
What's a tired dragon's favorite steak?
What?
A flaming yawn.
A flaming yawn.
That was Ace Cosby's joke of the day.
A lot going on there. Thank you, Ace. And thank you, Pajamagram. This Valentine's Day, give her soft, silky, naturally nude pajamas.
Oh, yeah.
Available at pajamagram.com. Use code NUDE, N-U-D-E, and save 25% off your order of naturally nude pajamas. Thank you, Pajamagram.
Oh, sexy, sexy, sexy.
Oh. Shut up. Time now for Today in History. January 30, Tom.
Okay, I'm looking at
January's almost done already.
Man.
2 more days.
Yep.
1873, Jules Verne published Around the World in 80 Days.
Oh, he's not the guy that went under the sea?
He did write that, too.
Yeah, but...
Julie, 80 days, not 83. 80 days. Nope, I'm married to 83.
Remember they had a movie with that had one of the most famous actors in the world in it?
Content Floss?
That's very nice. That's such an awkward name.
He won an Oscar, I think.
He was at least nominated.
Why is it? No, it's not awkward. It's cotton floss.
Sounds like a type of bikini.
Yeah.
Or a feminine hygiene product for your teeth.
You're a child.
Do you have vagina dentata?
Vagina dentata. That's a real thing in literature, of course.
Keep them from each other with cotton floss.
Pat Godwin.
Yes, sir.
On this date in 1969, what did the Beatles do?
Oh.
In 69?
Yes, 1969.
Put out Abbey
Pat.
Road?
No.
Oh, they sang in the roof.
Thank you very much.
What songs do they do?
Get Back.
Get Back.
I Dig a Pony.
Man.
No, it's great.
Don't Let Me Down.
You've never seen that?
And Who Let the Dogs Out? Who Let the Dogs Out?
Yeah, I've of course seen footage, but I've not watched it in its entirety.
Yeah, it's very cool. It's very windy.
Yes.
They still do a nice job.
They
Let's see.
still do a nice job. And they're the Beatles. Give them a round.
Yeah, they know what they're doing.
Come on. They know what they're doing.
Let's see now. Happy birthday, 1882, Franklin D. Roosevelt.
You got a leg up on the presidency, huh?
Is that a polio joke?
Yeah, sure is.
Damn good polio joke, too.
1930, Gene Hackman, friend of the show.
Come on.
What?
Yeah.
You talked to him once.
No, we had, not only did we have him in here a couple times, we were on set and he did a skit with us. He couldn't have been a nicer.
Oh, that's great.
He was so cool.
I'm just envious. I would have loved to have.
Remember his quote? I was trained to be an actor, not a star.
Oh, that's great.
Wow.
And he said, hey, he had made a film. He was in a movie I wanted. I would think mid-'70s, I believe, called Night Moves, which is where Bob Seger got the title for his great song. But I said to him, that movie's so confusing. What happens? I don't understand what happens at the end of that. He goes, hey, look, I have no idea. I was just in it.
Fair enough.
I couldn't tell you what happens. Let's see. Happy birthday. The great Steve Marriott of Humble Pie.
Okay.
We go home on Monday, but I've had a gas. This time it's really been a gas. That's Steve Marriott.
Who knows who he skipped over to talk about Steve Marriott?
3% of people listening
live
around the world.
Rockin' the Fillmore with Peter Frampton and Steve Marriott, Humble Pie, one of the great live albums. I don't need no doctor.
I had as many yards in the first quarter last night as the Bengals did.
Okay.
Tom got 2 wands when he went to the Universal Studios over the weekend, and they're both full of magic, he said.
They are. They were.
I don't believe you. He also waited in long lines in Orlando and TSA at the Orlando airport.
That's what one does in Orlando.
Yeah.
But if you're flying out of Orlando, an hour to get through TSA, give yourself plenty of time.
Christy Lee went to Costco over the weekend.
Yeah, big news, right? Woo.
What, do you hate yourself there on the weekend?
I got in, got out. It was easy.
Oh, and I had a dusting of snow on my driveway this morning.
Yeah, see, just about as newsworthy as that.
Tom was having dinner on Saturday night next to a stage, and all of a sudden, a mariachi band started performing.
Which was great. I loved them. We were right there. Except, like I said, they did their one great song. All of a sudden, they had a request for Happy Birthday, which they did. Mm-hmm. They played another song. They had another. Then they had to play Happy Birthday again.
Don't they know that's the #1 rule? You never do that.
Yeah, well.
Willie will sometimes have a White Claw in the shower.
Yes.
It's a nice afternoon.
There you go.
In the afternoon, no less.
Yeah, 2
Well,
p.m.
yeah, you're not going to wake up and grab a White Claw, are you? You're sick.
You drink it right out of the can?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm not going to get a glass for a shower beverage.
No, you can't do
What
that.
if you break it in the shower?
No, you get those double thick plastic glasses that usually have like fish hooks and stuff in them.
This is, they're super.
Wait a minute. Let's hold that thought until tomorrow.
You know what I'm talking. I love those things.
Like a Tervis, yes.
Thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this